What is up, everybody? Coming in from wherever the heck you guys are coming in from. Hopefully, you guys can see me, whether you're on YouTube or whether you're on our live view page over on Facebook or possibly LinkedIn. We're going to get going on today's training. I'm going to introduce the training here in a bit, but what I want you guys to do is pop in the comments box. Pop in the comments box down below, wherever you're viewing this from. The ideal spot to view this from is actually on the live view page. So if you're on YouTube, we're going to put a link in the comments box here in a bit to go to the live view page. If our team, if you guys can pop through the direct link to the live view page on YouTube, bypass the opt-in page, put it right to the live view page, put it in the comments box. And then if you're on Facebook, same thing, you're going to want to go to our live view page because that's where we have resources to download, some other cool stuff. So what's up, John? What I want you guys to do is pop in the comments box. Number one, who are you? Where are you from? And then also let me know, are you an investor? Are you a real estate agent? Or are you both? Or what we at Carrot here call a hybrid. And we're going to be talking hybrid a number of times in today's training. And I know there's a lot of real estate agents who are going to be tuning into this training. And if you are an agent and you are not operating as a hybrid yet, I'm going to hopefully open up your eyes to being a hybrid in a big way in this training, y'all, because this is going to be a big strategy moving into end of 2021, 2022, and 2023 hybrid. So what's up, y'all? Lawrence, we got Lawrence from Northern Virginia, investor agent hybrid. What's up? We got Houston, Carrie from Dallas, Fort Worth, focused on wholesaling. I like it. Pennsylvania, real estate broker. What's up, Stacy? Demani, I think it is, hybrid out of Houston. Amazing. I love it. Crystal, real estate agent out of Georgia. Right here, both. So a hybrid. John is a hybrid doing both. Jared, an investor. So guys, we have a lot of people popping on here. And like I said, if you're a real estate agent and you are not a hybrid or you're not doing any on the investing side of things, I'm going to open up your eyes to a new way to serve your clients better, but also to really dramatically increase your income while making it easier on you. If you're an investor and you're not an agent yet, I'm going to hopefully open up your eyes on how to serve your clients better, becoming a hybrid. But either way, guys, we're going to focus on lead generation today. Okay, we're going to focus on how to find sellers, especially right now in this market where this market's really cluttered, right? It's really busy. There's a lot of competition. There's not a lot of there's a lot of inventory shortages as well. And so what's probably popping through a lot of y'all's minds is, well, how do I find the most motivated prospects? How do I find the most motivated sellers? How do I find them? How do I find off-market deals, ones that are not already on the market? And how do I do it while getting off of what I call the marketing hamster wheel? So I'm going to be sharing with you guys here in a bit a presentation. But before we do, the next thing too is let me know, y'all, in the comments box, have any of you guys ever been exposed to Carrot before, or is this your first time being exposed to the Carrot ecosystem? Pop in the comments box if you guys are new to the Carrot ecosystem and this is your first time connecting with us, or if you guys have already been with us for a while. So what's up, Cy, agent out of Whidbey Island, right here, investor Maria out of Florida. We've got agent Rick. What's up, man, out of Folsom. We've got Sam wholesaling out of Montgomery, Alabama. We've got Molly, a realtor. Amazing, guys. So it's a really good array. And this is probably one of the only spots you're going to find anywhere in real estate right now, y'all, where you're going to find equally investors and agents on the same training. There's a very specific reason why. Okay, there's a very specific reason why that we help agents and investors get sellers, because number one, sellers are what everyone needs right now. Number two, in our ecosystem, we primarily work with investors, but our agent side of the business is growing a lot because about 80% of the seller leads that come through our system for our investors actually want retail, and they actually want exactly what agents can offer. And that's probably the biggest underutilized opportunity that agents are not even tapping into right now, is this motivated seller lead flow that we're getting a ton of, over 450,000 house sellers and buyers in the past 12 months alone, all through the internet, without cold calling, without going to open houses, without knocking on doors, without any of that kind of stuff. All right, guys. So I'm going to dive in. Awesome. Lawrence, what's up, man? Yep, dude, let's get you cranked on. We have Katrina's already got a Carrot account. Amazing. Got a bunch of first timers, which is I love it. I love it. What's up, man? Jake from Chicago. We got Omaha, a hybrid out of Santa, Carrot sites. Let's do it. Let's make them work, guys. So what we're going to do now is we're going to dive in. So we're going to be touching on a free training today, how to attract more of your favorite clients by flipping your marketing to what I call Evergreen. Okay, Evergreen, and we're going to define what Evergreen is. We're going to define what the hamster wheel is that so many agents and investors are on right now that you can never get off of until you make the switch. But without cold calling, direct mail, Zillow, and marketing that's burning you out. And this is from actual data, okay? We don't dive into theory. We don't touch on the theory. We don't say, hey, well, we heard that this works. What we talk about is actually what's happening right now with data, with actual data, leads coming in through our system where we can share with you and say, this is working because we see it working and here's the data for it, all right? So let's go ahead and hit over here. So many of y'all are probably feeling like this, okay? And this is a little hamster. He's on his merry way. He's running. The hamster wheel's cranking. He's like, "Yeah, this thing's good. It's working. I get on it, and it's giving me instant feedback." But what eventually happens is the hamster gets thrown off the hamster wheel. And I think this is very indicative to the way that a lot of investors and agents are actually marketing right now. You might feel like this right now. Okay, where you're doing certain types of marketing that works, just like the hamster. He hops on the wheel, it starts to immediately give him feedback, and it works. You could be doing cold calling. You could be doing direct mail. You might be doing text message marketing. You might be doing door knocking, any of those types of methods, and they work, right? They all work. They all work great. But the problem is, if one of our main aims as an entrepreneur is to get freedom and impact, then how are we ever going to get freedom if we're always on this hamster when we can never get off of it? And that's what I experienced myself. I'll tell my own story here in a little bit. And that's what we help clients do, is get off of the marketing hamster wheel to add more consistency, more predictability, and more momentum. And so you're at the right place on this training if you're a real estate agent, a real estate investor, wholesaler, flipper, creative finance, or what we call hybrid, which is both. Okay, Rich, what's up, man? 34-year full-time real estate broker, investor, agent. I love it. Amazing, John. I have a Carrot account since last week. Amazing, dude. We'll show you how to use it better on this training. And number two, you're at the right place if you see the impending changes in the market, in the industry, and you want to stand out while growing your income and getting more freedom in your business. And one of the big things here, guys, is you guys and gals are seeing the changes that are happening in this market right now, right? You see how more and more there's a lot of competition coming in from well-funded tech companies like Zillow's or like OfferPad or Open Doors, or even some of the big brokerages out there are creating some iBuyer type programs that are competing with agents and investors. But also you see a lot of competition, because when real estate does really, really well, everybody and their dog wants to jump into it, right? You guys probably know 3, 4, 5 people who were not an agent 3 years ago who are now today. Or you guys probably may have seen a lot more competition with other wholesalers or flippers in the market if you're a wholesaler or flipper. So we're going to show you guys actually how to stand out from that crowd while doing marketing in a different way than they're doing it. And if you're at the right place, if you've realized the normal ways of marketing, like cold calling and posting on social media 6 times a day, are keeping you in a continual marketing hamster wheel, you want to get off of it. And so before we dive in, I want you guys to pop in a comment here and let me know how many of you guys right now, before I really fully define hamster wheel marketing and evergreen marketing, but how many of you guys right now feel like you're on the hamster wheel? How many of you guys feel like you are this, where you're just waking up every day, you're cranking out marketing, whether it's cold calling or direct mail, and you're just doing the same thing over and over again. When you get off of that hamster wheel, your results start to slow and you got to get back on it to keep up. So let me know, pop in the comments box if any of you are feeling like that right now. And I'm going to walk you through exactly how you can start to get off of that and then start to build more momentum so you can gain that freedom and really make the impact that you want to make with your business and life. Right here, Kyle says, yep, burnout a few weeks ago. And Kyle, here's the thing, man. It goes in cycles, right? So when you're on the hamster wheel, you feel amazing, amazing energy for a while because you're getting great results. You're getting immediate feedback, right? You get those phone calls coming in. But then you start to mine those leads and you're hopping on phones with sellers and buyers. And then all of a sudden you get busy, you get off the hamster wheel, your leads go down and it becomes stressful. And so I know a lot of people, myself included, who've been on the hamster wheel at times in our businesses. And then you end up becoming stressed because you might make a lot of money at the end of the year. You look at your tax statement and you're like, man, I did really good. Made 100,000 or 200,000 or $500,000 or $1 million. But you go, man, I just didn't have any time to enjoy it because I was always hustling, always stressed, didn't know what my income was going to be like in 3 months. So I had to hustle and stay on the hamster wheel. Okay, so right here, Kay Lesky, yeah, and sometimes I don't know where to start. Right here, yep, I feel like I'm on it. Yep, hard to get on the phone. Katrina, exactly. It's hard to get on the phone. So imagine if you didn't have to get on the phone for cold calls. Imagine if the only phone calls that you had were people who reached out to you who wanted to work with you. And I'm going to show you examples of tons and tons and tons of our customers who are doing that. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it yourself Okay. And if you guys feel that Carrot can help make it easier for you in your lives as an agent or an investor, then we're going to make an offer for you at the end of the call. It's going to save you tons of time. It's going to give you the resources you need to do it. And we'll dive into that at that point, but we're going to dive into a ton of training between now. So my goal on this training today is to open your eyes to evergreen marketing and why it's a critical shift. If you're on the hamster wheel like Katrina, if you don't want to make those cold calls, right here, Lawrence, definitely under the hamster wheel. If you're that person, why it's critical to make the shift right now if you really want to build the business that gives you freedom. Okay, if you're an experienced pro, I want to show you how to replace Zillow, replace cold calling, and grow more momentum with evergreen marketing. Get off the hamster wheel that's wearing you out, right? And also, if you're a beginner, so I know there's some beginners on this call. We tend to work with people who are more experienced or people who have some deals under their belt. But we have a lot of people who started with Carrot who had never done a deal before and are absolutely crushing it. Now, we're going to go over some of those examples in this call. But I want to show you how to stand out in a sea of competition. How do you stand out against all the other agents who have been doing it for 20 years? How do you stand out against all the other investors or wholesalers who have 45 reviews and you've got 0? I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Okay, get more momentum, win more deals. And if you're a hybrid, if you're an investor and an agent, how to add hybrid to your model to actually increase your profits by 30 to 50% with no extra leads. And so this training today is not on hybrid specifically. We're going to do one soon that's on hybrid specifically. How do you pair the agent investor model to actually blow up your business with less work, earn more income, and actually serve your clients better, like a lot of our clients are? But I'm going to touch on it a little bit during this call to kind of open up your eyes to it. So right here, Jake says, I can relate to this so much. Man, 100%, man, 100%. So right here, not theory. Guys, we're going to be diving into data. So this is a screenshot from our Google Analytics. This is our Google Analytics account where we track the data from our customers' websites here at carrot.com. And you can see we circled this orange box. We're going to come back to this orange box here in a little bit, why this orange box is so important to your success as an agent or an investor, and how you can actually increase your lead to close ratio dramatically by focusing on the traffic coming from this orange box. But you can see 459,041 leads. That's what this is. Those are leads that have come in this screenshot, which is about a 12-month time period. So everything that I'm showing you guys in this call is coming from that data set, from actual leads. No theory. We're doing it. Our clients are doing it. We want to show you guys how to do it too. Okay. So there's something I call the gap. And we have an event coming up here this next week with my company. And I'm going to be teaching our own team the gap, because you can use the gap personally or professionally. And it essentially goes like this. That if you don't have a gap between where you want to go and where you are now, then you're not going to grow. Without the gap, there's no growth. Okay. And so what I want to do during this call is I want to create the gap for you. I want to help you to widen the gap and create a gap to where it gives you a vision for where your business can go, where your business can give you freedom, where it can give you flexibility, where it can help you make an impact, whatever that impact is, or where your business can actually give you momentum and happiness versus the hamster wheel and wearing you out all the time. Okay. And where you want to be is somewhere else. And what the question is if there's a vision of where you want to be and where you are currently right now, and there's a gap between where you are and where you want to be, the question is, what steps are you going to take today, this week, to close the gap? Because if you are where you are right now and you have a vision of where you want to go, you have to fundamentally do something different in order to close the gap. You can't continue to do the same things. You can't just do the same things and hope that different things are going to happen. So I'm going to show you a new path. I'm going to show you a different way, some different activities that you can do to get off of the hamster wheel, to close the gap towards a business that's going to give you more freedom, more flexibility, make a greater impact, and finally build momentum instead of feeling like every time you get off the hamster wheel, things slow down. So I'm going to define evergreen marketing on here, guys. Okay. I'm going to define evergreen marketing right here. Eric's a hybrid out of Cincinnati. So Eric says, if you guys are on here and aren't listening to Trevor implementing this, you're crazy. Eric is closing amazing deals using what we're teaching here. And guys, we're going to be showing you guys exactly what you need to do right here. Eric, we'll be at 1 million in sales volume between the two. And the leads are super warm because they've been following the YouTube channel. Guys, we're going to show you exactly what Eric's implementing. He was on one of these webinars not too long ago in the exact seat that you're in. And now he's closing 7 figures right here in exactly what you guys can be doing too. What's up, Tyler? Tyler's crushing as well. All right. So what is evergreen marketing, guys? Right here, Jake, where's the water bottle? Water bottle's right here, man. I started to catch a cold the other day, dude. So I was on a trip with the family to Yellowstone and the Tetons, and I come back and I started to get sniffles yesterday. And once or twice a year, I lose my darn voice. And so it's always when I start to get a cold and I do a webinar and then I've got my water here, dude. So I'm going to be drinking a lot of water today. I'm going to be taking some breaks with you guys. But this is going to be a full-on workshop. This isn't just a webinar, y'all. This is a workshop. So get your notepad out, remove all distractions, get rid of Facebook, and focus in on this. Because if you want your business to change, if you want to close the gap, I need you to focus in on fundamentally changing the way you think about marketing. And what does that change? So evergreen marketing, this thing that I've been talking about is this, okay? The definition of evergreen is retaining freshness or interest. It's perennial, okay, universally and continually relevant, not limited in applicability to a particular event or date. So what does that mean for marketing then? Let's boil it down to marketing speak. So it's marketing that you do once and works for several years, not hours. Okay, or days or weeks. It's content that's relevant for a long time that serves your best prospects, gets in front of them where they're searching online already, and the results actually grow momentum over time and equal freedom. So when you do evergreen marketing, you do it one time and it works for years. When you do hamster wheel marketing, it works, you do it one time and it works once, and then you have to do it again and again and again and again and again in perpetuity. The only way to get off the darn hamster wheel with cold calling or door knocking or driving for dollars or direct mail or any of those marketing methods, which all work, guys. Like I use some of those as well, but I don't ever base my business off of it, off of hamster wheel. You want your business foundation to be built off of evergreen marketing to give you freedom and flexibility and consistency, and then you amplify it with hamster wheel. Okay, you never want to have your business built off of hamster wheel. Okay, so what does that look like? Well, I kind of like to look at evergreen marketing like stacking bricks. Okay, so imagine you've got a pile of bricks over there and you want to build a wall, and this wall is going to do something for you. It's going to be sturdy. It's going to be there for a long time. It's going to help hold up things. And it's going to do work for you, right? So I grab a brick and it's heavy and it's dirty and it takes some work, right? Building a brick wall is not easy. So I take a brick and slop down some mortar and put it there, and I grab another brick and I slop down some mortar and put it there, and eventually I've got a whole row of bricks. But what happens is no bricklayer is ever going to stop at the first layer of bricks saying, I'm done or I'm tired, man, there's not a wall yet. But that's what happens with evergreen marketing a lot. And I'll go into that later today with something I call the 261 principle. The 261 principle is the unlock that's going to help you make evergreen marketing work. Okay. And the bricks in evergreen marketing are content pieces. It could be an article. It could be something we call a video post. It could be pieces of content that you're putting online that are relevant to your best prospects, where when they do a Google search, they find you. And over time, you stack enough of those bricks up to where you have a full brick wall, and it does all the work for you. Okay, but it does take work. And a lot of people feel tempted to quit month 2, month 3, month 4, when the real momentum picks up a little bit after that. So I want to show you this graphic here because this is really what we're talking about. So a hamster wheel marketing is kind of signified in this yellow right here. Okay. Jan says, does this work with land investing? 100% yes, Jan. I'll show you guys a land investing example a little bit later. Okay. So right here, guys, shift to evergreen marketing. The yellow signifies hamster wheel. That could be direct mail, cold calling, door knocking, any of that kind of stuff. Like I said, it works, and it works immediately. That's why a lot of the big real estate brokerages teach it. They say, pick up that phone and make your 50, 60 dials a day, because it works. But the thing is, it doesn't work if you're wanting to build a business you enjoy for the long term. And I think a lot of us, if not all of us, started businesses so we can enjoy it for the long term, so it can give us freedom and flexibility and build consistency, right? None of us started businesses so we could cold call 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 people a week in perpetuity forever. None of us started that. Okay, but it's a great way to get started, to get some deals coming in. When you close the first deal, put it into an evergreen type of marketing like I'm going to be teaching you today, so you can get off the hamster wheel. But what happens if you go on vacation and you stop making those cold calls? Well, your leads go down, your revenue goes down. You get back from vacation, you're stressed out because now you got to pick it back up and make up for lost time. Your income went down, but it's actually going to go down 3 months later, right? Because if you stop doing your marketing today, 3 months later, that's when it impacts your bottom line. And so then you hustle, you get back on the hamster wheel, it's working again. Okay, shoot, you get tired of cold calling, you get tired of doing Facebook posts or whatever, you get wore out, you stop doing it, bam, your momentum goes down, your energy goes down, all that goes down. Then you got to pick it back up to make money in perpetuity. That's the cycle. That's stressful. Evergreen marketing is kind of the opposite, where it takes a little bit of time to grow. It's going to take work, frankly, guys. But the question is, do you want to work your ass off for the next 10 to 15 years doing hamster wheel marketing, or work your butt off for the next 6 to 12 months building your evergreen marketing foundation, which is going to carry you from there? Okay, but what happens is around month 3, month 4, 5, 6, you start to get some momentum. You might get a couple leads. You might kind of start to second guess or get frustrated around this time, 6, 8. And then something right around here pops and you start to get momentum. And we're going to talk about what that is here in a bit. Okay. And there's a framework that I call the momentum and freedom growth model. So what I want to do is toss this over your guys and let you guys know right here. So Tyler Austin just added another Carrot site to his agent team, teamallies.com. We're still updating the design elements. Guys, we're going to show you exactly what Tyler's doing. Okay. What's up, Lo? We haven't connected in a long time. Good to see you. I love it. So the momentum and freedom growth model, this is going to kind of break down the types of marketing that you can do as an investor or an agent. I'm focusing on sellers right now. And this whole training is going to be hyper-focused on sellers, but the same methods work for buyers. It works for land sellers, note sellers, real estate sellers. Okay. It works for any of those types of things, and it works for buyers too. But on the freedom and growth model, we talk about leverage and conversion. All marketing you do, y'all, all marketing you do has a certain type of conversion element, i.e., how many of your prospects turn into a lead and a customer. And then some of them give you more leverage than others, i.e., you do one activity that gets in front of just one person versus one activity that gets in front of 100 or 1,000 people. Okay. So this method over here, one-on-one selling, door knocking, open houses, insanely high conversion. Okay. You're going to get really high conversion. They're very high quality when you do really targeted door knocking, one-on-one selling, open houses, things like that. But your leverage is really, really low because you can only have so many hours in the day. You can only sit in front of so many people. You can only go to so many open houses. So you really can't scale that up very well. On the other end of the equation is a very high leverage activity, but low conversion. That's email marketing. That's social media, posting on it 20 times a day, right? That's radio or TV. There's other types of high leverage, low conversion activities as well. Okay. Direct mail could be kind of considered that a little bit. But that means you're able to put out a message in front of a lot of people, but conversion's really low because they're untargeted. So the thing here is you have to sift through a lot of different unqualified leads, low quality leads, which then takes up more of your time or requires you to hire someone to sift through and nurture all those low quality leads. And that's what a lot of agents are doing right now. A lot of agents are used to getting 50, 100, 200 leads to turn into a deal. Well, our clients are getting 1 in 5, 1 in 8, 1 in 15 leads turn into a big deal, possibly even better. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, at the low end, low leverage, low conversion is cold calling, SMS marketing, things like that. Why is that? Well, someone physically has to call. Now, it doesn't have to be you. It could be a call center. It could be someone you hire out, but it could be you, right? And you have to physically have someone hop on a call or physically send text messages through a system. Right. And the conversion's low because it's usually less targeted. Also, the trust is not built there because you're getting a hold of someone out of the blue. They're not expecting you. They don't know you from Adam. Right. So the conversion is really low. It actually puts a lot more onus on you to build more trust and more credibility quicker. So now what's this one over here? High leverage, high conversion. Well, it's what we're going to be talking about in this training, which is online evergreen content. Okay, you put out something once, hundreds or thousands of people can see it over time. It's really high conversion because it's actually getting in front of the prospect who's already searching, who's already motivated, and it answers questions they have and it builds trust and credibility where when they reach out to you, they're already predisposed to want to work with you. They already kind of know you a little bit. They already see the advantages between you and someone else, and they're going to convert at a much higher ratio. We'll talk about what that ratio is going to look like. We'll talk about how much higher of a conversion you're going to see with evergreen marketing versus hamster wheel. So what is the other side of the equation? Well, hamster wheel is any situation that seems to be endlessly without goal or achievement, i.e., I'm on this hamster wheel and it's never going to end. Right? I'm never going to hit the finish of it. That hamster is never going to hit, the hamster is never going to hit a finish line on the hamster wheel, right? All it's going to have is going to get tossed off and it's got to get back on. So in marketing terms, it's any marketing that works for a short time after you do it, has a limited lifespan, then you have to do it all over again to keep the results coming in. Okay, results stop when you stop, and that's kind of stressful. And let me know, guys, in the comments box if any of this is relating to you. And one of the cool things about evergreen marketing is the box I showed you guys a little bit before, this orange box. And what we have found is when you create good content and put it online on your website, or what we call an authority hub versus your social media profiles. I'm talking to you agents. Okay. We're going to show you guys why you should not be making your social media profiles your home or your hub of your content. That's the worst thing that you can do if you want to get off the hamster wheel. Okay. But right here, you actually have a 2 to 3 times better conversion ratio. And this is visitors to leads. So this is people that landed on our websites and became a lead. And most of these are sellers. And you can see this big blue bar here, far, far, far exceeding social media conversion, paid search conversion, referral, email, display. Okay, this type of marketing we're talking about today, evergreen marketing, is the highest converting by 2 to 3 times. Now, what about when a visitor becomes a lead? Okay, you also see a dramatically higher conversion increase on those leads that you get. They're actually going to convert at a higher ratio. So in this study by HubSpot, same thing. It's about 100 to 300% higher conversion ratio from from lead to deal closed. Okay, so it's actually way higher than referrals, way higher than social media, outbound marketing. Why is that? It's because when someone sees your content, when someone sees the evergreen content you're putting online, I'm sure you guys exactly how to do it in this training and how the carrot tools can help you make it even easier. Okay. When someone sees the content, you're building trust and credibility with them. They see you as the local authority. Okay. They see you everywhere. They see you online. They see you on social media, and they see you are the person that they can trust. They're going to work with you far more than they're going to work with somebody else because you've already predisposed them to want to work with you. So when you add these two things up, it turns into a much higher close ratio. You can get fewer leads and close more deals. So if you're currently requiring 20, 30, 40 seller leads to get a deal, what if it only took you 1 in 18? What if it only took you 1 in 15? What if it only took you 1 in 8, 1 in 10, or 1 in 5 of what I'm seeing in a market I'm investing in right now of Louisville? 1 in 5 of every lead that we get turns into a deal that's averaging $50,000 a deal right now. 1 in 5. And 100% of those deals are coming from the methods I'm teaching today. Okay, guys. So Tyler Ford, one of our clients, he's a hybrid out of Tucson, Arizona. He sent this through a little bit ago, and he said after he made the move, he moved from about 1 in 25 leads closed to 1 in 18. Now that number is actually even better. Okay, that number is even better now. And this is what you tend to see when you move to evergreen marketing is you can get fewer leads because they're higher quality, and you have to sift through less low quality leads and you close more deals. Okay, so I want to ask you this question. What's just one lost deal worth to you? I want to pop it through the comments box, guys. What's your average profit per deal? Okay. If you're an investor, type in the comments box, what's your average profit per deal, average wholesale, average flip, whatever it is that you do. If you're an agent, pop into the box, what's your average commission per transaction? Okay, pop it in there. I just want to kind of see the array of stuff right now in Louisville, because we're doing it in a very specific way that we'll teach very, very soon on a webinar, probably sometime later this summer or fall. We're averaging over $50,000 profit per wholesale deal. This is not a flip, per wholesale. And then we're taking some of those and handing them to agents to list. Okay, so right here, Jake, 70K, Eric, 15K. Keep those coming in, guys. Right here, Katrina, average wholesale is 14K. Okay, a lot of agents are going to see a 8K, 9K. Right here, investor, 5K, agent, 6K. I love it. Thank you, Tiffany. So take that number. I want to ask you, how many of those deals are you possibly losing right now? How many of those deals are you okay with losing because of underperformance on your website and on your marketing? Okay, let me know. So most coaches and brokerages, gurus teach this: post on social media 3 times a day, make $100 a day, farm your friends, family, send out 1,000 postcards or whatever the number is, drive for dollars, you'll make 6 figures. And that's true. It works. 100% works. But at what cost? And that's the question. At what cost to your freedom? At what cost to your lifestyle? At what cost to your sanity is doing marketing like that gonna cause? And that's what we're about here at CARE. Our actual written purpose statement, our mission statement here at CARE is to help you build a business of freedom and impact. Because I know that the small businesses are the ones in local communities who make the biggest difference, who create the greatest change. And if us small businesses, entrepreneurs are so busy doing marketing that's taking up all of our time, how the heck are we going to be able to make that change? And that's what we do here at CARE, is help you create businesses of freedom and impact by doing marketing that gets you off that hamster wheel. Okay. So if our dream as entrepreneurs is freedom and impact, how will that marketing ever get us there? Or will it just keep us on the perpetual hamster wheel until we burn out or quit? I've seen that so much. So a little bit about me. If you guys are not familiar with me yet, just one slide on me, then the rest of it's going to be on you guys. Okay. So on the right, that's a picture of myself and my family. My beautiful wife, Carly, went to high school together. She's in the medical field. My son, Colton, middle daughter, Sydney, and then oldest daughter, McKinley, there at the lake house. This is our team, but that's actually an older picture. So our team is almost 50 people now here at Carrot to serve you guys and gals as agents and investors. And then my own story was kind of opened up the story a little bit earlier, but the reason I started Carrot was actually to solve my own problem. Okay, because in my previous businesses, I was doing marketing that made a lot of money. I was making multiple six figures a year as a mid 20-something-year-old kid. From the outside in, everyone thought I had it made, which I did. I mean, frankly, I did. I wasn't grateful looking back at the opportunity that I had. I was kind of looking at all the things wrong with the business model versus what was right about it. But I was wore out. I got burnout after about 2 to 3 years. I was looking at my tax statements going, man, I'm making a couple $100,000 a year. And that's really good money, but I don't feel like I've got the time to actually use it. I don't feel like I've got the time to enjoy it. I feel like my energy is getting yanked out of me every single week. And I just don't want to do this business anymore. And I remember vividly waking up one morning, staring at the ceiling. My wife had gone to work. We had recently had my oldest daughter. So this is around 2010. And my oldest daughter was at the babysitter because I was supposed to be working, right? And it was 10 o'clock and I was still in bed and looking at the ceiling going, why don't I want to get out of bed to do the work in the business that I had created for myself? And I think there's so many people that probably relate to this, that we wanted to create a business that gave us those things I talked about earlier: freedom, flexibility, finances, grow that impact. But then we end up building ourselves into a corner because we're following advice from people who are giving us advice that gets leads and deals quickly, but it's not sustainable for the long term, lifestyle wise. And so I had to make a shift. And the shift that I made was I sat down there and wrote down, like, what are all the things I did not like about my business? And I said, there's no way I can continue moving forward, y'all. I can't continue moving forward being an entrepreneur if this is what entrepreneurship is. Okay, is the entrepreneurship dream real or is it fake? Do some people actually have freedom, or did I just do it the wrong way? Okay, and I sat there and I wrote down all the things I did not like about my business. And one of the best things that you can do to find out what you do want and what you do like out of life and business is to write down the list of the things you don't want. And then the opposite of those things you don't want is what you do want. Right. And so what I ended up finishing up with was something I call my non-negotiables. Okay, my non-negotiables these are the things that I will run any business I ever own moving forward throughout the rest of my life. They've got to match these things now, because my previous business model did not do it. I was getting ready to go back and even get a job. I was in a spot that I didn't like my business so much because of the way I was doing marketing. And I said, well, I want to have one singular focus on the big thing. I got way too spread out with a lot of different things because I wasn't having fun in my business anymore. When you don't have fun in your business anymore, you get distracted and look at a lot of different things. Number two, have fun and have a big mission I believe in at my core. Only way to have fun was to work with people I wanted to work with. And that was for people to come to me that would seek me out, that would resonate with my core values and the core values of our business. And we would be jiving, not people who were going to yell at me because the marketing that I was doing, not people who were yelling at you because doing direct mail or cold calling and saying, where the heck did you find my phone number? Take me off of your list. That's not fun. Okay, I want a consistency and predictability. I know I didn't want this roller coaster ride of leads and income anymore. I want to build a long-term valuable asset, and I wanted to live on purpose and live within my unique abilities. Once I did this, guys, I started to look at my marketing and I said, well, what type of marketing then will give me consistency and predictability? What type of marketing will be more fun for me to do? Will attract the right people? And this one little segment of my marketing provided less than 10% of my revenue. But I looked at it and I said, shoot, I did that content like 3 years ago, and I'm still making money from that content I put online 3 years ago. What if I just did more of that? What if I did more of that and I stopped doing all this hamster wheel stuff? And I know it's going to take a while to build up the momentum, but what if I just put amazing content online, ranked it well in Google, put it on my authority hub? That's what we call websites here. They're amped up websites. We call authority hubs at Carrot. And then I attracted my ideal clients who wanted to work with me. I built trust and credibility. They seek me out, and I just kept on doing that and built momentum. And I built an amazing business. What if I just did that? And so I said, well, that's what I'm going to do. And I focused 100% of my energy outside of that after that next year on just building what I now call evergreen marketing an evergreen marketing machine. I did it the hard way. Okay, I did it the hard way. I came up with the strategy. I hired a web guy to pay him about $3,000, $4,000 to build a website. I wrote a bunch of content, and I hired some other people to write content. I hired an SEO firm for about $1,000 a month to have them help. I bought the WordPress plugins, right, that would help me do what I wanted to do with WordPress, and I got good website hosting. You can get cheaper website hosting, but it's not going to load fast. It's going to have security vulnerabilities. You want to get good web hosting, which is at least $30 to $40 a month. So I got some other software. I got hacked a couple times and I had to go to Upwork and have people fix it. So somewhere between $5,000 and $16,000 to do it right, building a website that's going to be a machine to attract your ideal clients. Now, what I'm going to show you guys is I'm going to show you guys how to not have to make that investment yourself. And that's what we've done here at Carrot. And I'm going to show you guys the exact steps you can take, whether you're using Carrot or not, to actually implement evergreen marketing better in your business. Okay. So eventually, after that trial and error, we started to work with a lot of real estate investors and agents. And I really created the software for myself because I'm like, well, I don't want to have to set up a WordPress site every time the right way. What if we just automated making it load crazy fast and have all the right stuff on the website how it should be? What if we made it to where we didn't have to worry about plugins? We didn't have to worry about security vulnerabilities. We didn't have to worry about any of that stuff. Well, that's what we did. And we've created content automation tools that now also help our clients collect over 70,000 online leads a month, most of them motivated sellers. And we have more 6- and 7-figure members than any other online real estate platform in the investment industry, and a lot of top agents in the country as well. And we're helping a lot of people do the same thing, crushing it just like Max and Tyler and Krista and Brad and Adam and Adrian and Christina. So who's ready to commit to shift to evergreen marketing in 2021? Pop it in the comments box, guys, if this is resonating. We're going to dive in right now to the 3 ways that you can do that in the rest of 2021. Pop in the comments box if you guys are ready to shift towards evergreen marketing this year. Get off that hamster wheel, and I'm going to show you guys the exact steps to do so. The first secret is a mindset shift. It's a way to think about evergreen marketing called the 261 formula from one of our clients who's an investor and an agent called Tyler Ford. Number 2, why a normal website is not enough in 2021. Guys and gals, if you have a broker provided website, you guys are losing deals every single month. Okay. If you have a WordPress custom website, I'm going to show you guys how some of our biggest investors and agents moved away from custom websites into Carrot and actually saw a huge lift in their income. Okay. And they're saving time as well. So why a normal website is not enough, and how Carter added $20,000 a month in extra profits by shifting from a fancy custom site to an authority hub. If you're an agent, why your social media profile should never be the hub of your content. It's the opposite of what most agents are taught. Most agents are taught post 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day on Facebook and on Instagram. And that model is going to keep you on the hamster wheel. It's going to keep you on the hamster wheel. I'm going to show you guys a path to create content in a spot that's going to be evergreen and only use social media to amplify that. Okay. And then secret number 3 is 2 ways Carrot can automate your evergreen content in under 20 minutes a week to start replacing your hamster wheel marketing. And I'm going to be direct with you guys. Like, I'm passionate about what I do here at Carrot. We help thousands of investors and agents close hundreds of millions of deals a year, every single year. Okay. Hundreds of millions of dollars in deals every single year. And I'm passionate about our product and what we can do and how we can help people. So I'm just going to apologize ahead of time about being excited for what we can do. And I will be showing you guys how Carrot can help you. And if any of you are interested in that and you're not a Carrot member yet, I'm going to give you an offer that's actually going to give you some of our marketing. It's going to give you some of our Google AdWords templates to get the best sellers in the market. It's going to give you some training. It's going to give you onboarding calls. It's going to give you a 30-day challenge that we call, where we're going to hold you by the hand for 30 days and help you get going. We're going to give you some bonuses that you can't get anywhere else except for on this call. If you're an existing customer, the same offer is going to be amazing for you as well. So secret number 1, guys. The 261 formula for evergreen marketing success. This is from a hybrid agent investor out of Tucson, Arizona, one of our clients. And here's the reality from most agents and investors, okay? So over half, or 53%, say they work the same hours or longer today than they did the first year. And if any of these resonate with you guys, I want you guys to pop in the comments box, oh my gosh, that's me. Okay, that way we can kind of see where you guys are. But over half, 53%, say they work the same hours or longer today than they did their first year. Of all the activities and practices agents spend the most time on, marketing, advertising, take the cake. 62% of agents said they devote at least an hour a day to marketing themselves and their listings. Why is that? Marketing is a good thing. But the reason for it for most agents and investors is because they're doing hamster wheel marketing. They have to do it. Okay. So next came prospecting and lead gen. 60% of agents said they prospect on a daily basis, with more than a quarter devoting several hours a day to finding new leads. Guys, is this because you have to, or is this because of the marketing method that you're using requires it? Because it's hamster wheel. And I would argue that it's the latter. It's because the marketing method that you're using requires you to do that. What if you built an evergreen marketing base that gave you leads after 3, 4, 5, 6 months of hard work? Then it starts to give you leads on a weekly basis that come to you. Only 31% of agents spend more than $1,000 a year on marketing. This is one of the biggest differences, actually, all between agents and investors. When I talk to our investor clients, they invest into marketing more heavily. Okay. Agents really tend to do hamster wheel because that's what you're taught. It's not your fault. That's what the brokerage teaches you. That's what the gurus teach you. Post all day long on social media, and that's what you do. That is marketing for a lot of agents. Call your sphere. Go to open houses. It all works. Keep doing it. If you love doing it, keep doing it. But that is why agents spend a little bit of money on marketing, and investors spend a lot. Investors see the value of putting out a message to a lot of people and have people come to you. So we're going to show you agents how to break that mindset around free marketing, because it's not free if it's taking your time and your soul, okay? It's only free if it's not taking those things, all right? And 33% were able to support themselves and their families within the first year. 25% of them took 2 years or more, okay? So Tyler Ford, let's go back to Tyler. Tyler is an EXP agent out of Tucson, Arizona, and an active investor. He does between 2 and 5 house wholesales or flips a month, and he does between 2 and 5 listings a month as well, all from online marketing. None of it from offline. He's not going out there cold calling, no direct mail, no open houses, nothing like that. Okay. And after he moved from to Carrot from a custom website that he had, we were on a call, and you guys can go look up this call. Just Google Carrot and then Tyler Ford, and you'll probably be able to find a couple podcasts that I did with him. But do it after this training. Do it after this training. And you'll be able to see the full story of how he made that leap and exactly what he's doing using Carrot to do that. But he said, my goal for the year was $200K in profits. And this was only a third of the way through the year, guys. He said, and I've already almost surpassed that in the first quarter of the year. You were right when you said I wasn't thinking big enough. I want you guys to think bigger. I want you guys to think bigger outside of the ways that you're taught using hamster, outside of what you can do there. And it will take a shift in thinking. But this is the result that Tyler started to see. So this is one of his Carrot websites. This is a motivated house seller website that's highly focused on the person who's looking to sell their house quickly. So you can see Tyler also buys homes. He fixes homes, flips them, he wholesales them, but he takes those leads that don't want a discounted offer, and he puts them into a retail listing agreement. Okay. And so this happens to him. 14 hours ago, a Google search right here, wholesale list. 14 hours ago, 2 days ago, Google search. 3 days ago, Google search, Google search, Google search, Google search. All of these leads are coming to him from Google searches, landing on his Carrot website that's highly optimized to convert, okay, online and on mobile, which is one of our key differentiators here at Carrot. We focus on performance above all, and then they become leads. Okay, and he invented this thing that he calls the 261 formula. Okay, 261 formula essentially is this. In the first 2 months, you're really getting things off the ground. You're working your butt off in the first 2 months. Okay, and I'm not going to lie about this, guys. Like, you are going to work your butt off in the first 2 months, and it's not whether you work your butt off in business. It's you have to choose where you work hard. It's either you're going to work hard in the first 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months building your evergreen foundation and then enjoying more freedom as you go. You're still going to have to continue working, but enjoying more freedom as you go, or you work your butt off for the next 15 years doing hamster wheel marketing. Either way, you're going to work your butt off. One of them is working your butt off for a short time and enjoying more freedom for the longer term, and the other one is working your butt off in perpetuity. It's your choice. Choose your heart. Okay. So the first 2 months, you're going to launch your website, turn it into an authority hub. And I'm going to teach you how to turn it into an authority hub in this call, exactly how to do it, whether you're using Carrot or not. We just make it easier. Okay. In those first 2 months, I highly suggest, if you have a marketing budget, getting some paid marketing going. What I do when I go into a market is I launch a Google Ads campaign. Google Ads is always the most targeted, and I found the most predictable way to get motivated sellers. And I'm talking about this if you're purely an agent. I'm talking about this from the sell my house fast, cash home buyers type of a phrase. But about 80% of those leads, here's the trick that most agents don't realize. 80% of those leads that are going to those websites actually want retail. And that's the big opportunity for agents right now, is to become a hybrid and start to learn about wholesaling, learn about house flipping, learn about investing, or partner with our investors in those markets so you can get their leads, turn them into retail, and you guys can start to share your revenue together. So bust your hump for 2 months. Around 6 months is when you're going to start to see your first trickle of leads come through. You might see a lead a week, a lead every other week, one lead come in month 4. Maybe you might start to get a lead a week in month 5. Maybe a lead every 6 or 7 days or so, right, in month 6. And then you start to see something pop around that month 6, month 7, month 8. Things pop, and you might be getting a couple leads a week. And then around a year, it might be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 leads a week. Or like some of our clients, you end up getting a lot more leads, something like this, where you're going to get a lead. Someone's looking to see how much their house is worth, or they're looking to sell their house directly. You pop into the Carrot system. You can see what the street view is, look at what the house is, look across the street, then you give them a call. Okay, so leads like that are going to be popping in, but you get your momentum after a year. So 2-6-1 formula, work your butt off for the first 2 months, probably 3 to 5 hours a week doing what I'm going to teach, or hire someone to do it. Okay. Then you can curtail some of that work at around month 6. You start to get your first leads around month 6, and then momentum picks up around month 1 or year 1. And then real momentum is in year 2. And that's where freedom hits. And the cool thing with this type of marketing is your workload actually goes down. Okay, your workload actually goes down. So while you're building up your Evergreen foundation, stacking those bricks, creating that content, I'm going to tell you what content to create in this call in secret number 2, your workload actually goes down over time, because that content starts to rank in Google high, and people start to see you, and Google starts to reward you. So results go up, workload goes down. The opposite of that is hamster wheel marketing, which is this dotted line where workload and results are always up here. It always requires you to be on it. And that's the difference. That's the shift I made around 2012 when I said, no longer am I going to have a business that I don't enjoy. No longer is this business going to own me. I want to own it. Okay. And I think so many of us have our businesses owning us because we are doing hamster wheel marketing. We need to start to own these businesses, guys. And the ways to do that is to build an evergreen foundation. So here's what our top clients do. I want you guys to write this down. So month 1 of that, you launch your authority hub. And we'll get into what an authority hub is in part 2. Okay, because it's different than a website. If you've got a website, if you've got a broker provided website as an agent, if you've got a Wix site, a Weebly site, GoDaddy site, a custom site that you've made, any of our competitors, I'm going to show you the thing that is lacking that's costing you deals every single year, and how and why you need to shift it to what we call an authority hub now. Okay, but it's going to help you build credibility. You're going to add credibility, build trust. You're going to add some content. I'll show you what to add. Okay, starting month 2, if you have a budget for it, and I'm actually going to give you guys our Google Ads campaign that we use. So when we started doing deals in Louisville 3 months ago, we're going to have our first $100,000 month this month. Okay, this month in month 3, we're going to have our first $100,000 month. It's literally this ads campaign that we started in Louisville, and that we've done in other markets, and that we've done for other clients that pay us to do it, that you are going to get as a bonus if you choose to join Carrot through this webinar, or make an upgrade through it. But we start paid traffic in month 2 to get some leads and traffic coming in quickly, because it does take some time with Evergreen marketing for that momentum to build up. So if you can't wait, we suggest getting some paid traffic to come in. So I would do some Facebook retargeting, launch a Google Ads campaign, then roll with it. Okay. And then so month 2 and continue is then that's where we're going to build up our Evergreen marketing. And we're going to talk about what that is, but that's putting certain types of content on there to get that going forward, what we call location pages and video posts. All righty, guys. So this is kind of how it normally works and how it looks. So this is a screenshot from one of our Carrot clients' accounts. This is Keith Sant's website, Kind House Buyers in Seattle. He actually has all of his marketing that is paid for from his retail listing leads. Okay, so people are coming through this website from a Google ad or from Google SEO. They're wanting to sell their house fast in Tacoma or Washington or whatever city he's in. They fill this out. They see all of his credibility. Okay, they see Keith's smiling face there. He used our website builder to customize his website a lot to make it look like this. So he did a lot of the work that made it look like this in our fast loading system. They submit it, but what helped him really get that momentum that he's getting right now is he had the rankings pop, just like I showed in there, about 6 to 8 months later. He started his Evergreen marketing here around September or so. He put in the work I'm teaching on this training. His rankings popped around that time right there, 6 or so months in. And then he started to get a very, very high page 1 ranking for Sell My House Fast Seattle WA and other phrases within about a year. And guys, he does 8 to 10 deals every single month right now. Okay, every single month, 8 to 10 deals, high 6-figure, 7-figure earner right now, almost all from online marketing. Some of it's from bandit signs and things like that, but he's crushing it. Okay. Then once you get things ranked in Google well, you start to see this coming in your Carrot Lead Manager. Okay. A Google search wants a cash offer 21 hours ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 5 days ago, 5 days ago, 5 days ago, 6 days ago. These are actual leads that want real offers. 80% of them actually want retail. And that's where the opportunity is for agents. Okay. Yeah. So right here, Ryan says, do you recommend wholesalers, flippers to get their license and become hybrids? Dude, I'm going to answer all the Q&A possible at the end of the call. So guys, keep the questions coming in. But the short answer to that is yes. I do suggest wholesalers and flippers get their license or bring an agent who already has a license onto your staff. Okay. So you don't have to get it yourself, but you should be partnering with someone for sure. Right here. So Brian's story. Who's Brian? Brian Rockwell is an investor. And he started to get into multifamily big time in the last 2 years. He's got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of multifamily units now under his belt, guys. But he didn't start that way. Okay, it's about 4 years ago or so. He was a school teacher, and he was afraid to take the leap. He was afraid to take the leap to dive into this real estate investing dream that he'd had for 13 years. And then he finally took the leap. And when he took that leap, he said, okay, I'm going to go out and get my first deal. He got the first deal. I'll show you guys how he got the first deal here in a second. But this is what he sent through after his first 4 to 5 months. Okay. He said 6 wholesale deals this month if all goes through. 124K, 4 PPC, 1 organic, 1 Facebook retargeting. I've closed the other 5 are under contract, and the last one's waiting on a buyer. The Carrot system is rocking. So what I want to walk you through is what Brian's first year looked like, because this first year is very indicative of the path that is ideal for any of our clients in your first year. And this is a path I've seen so many of our clients take and literally replicate this exact same path every single year. We have clients that joined in January of this year who are having their first 5-figure, first 6-figure months already right now by following this path. Okay. Now, can I guarantee these same results? No, I can't. There's a lot of variables. Your market's different. Your ability to negotiate, your ability to follow through, your ability to execute, your ability to focus, all these types of things are these variables. But I'm just saying this was Brian's example, and I've seen countless other examples of execute this the same way. So he joined Carrot in November, jumped into real estate after years of being scared, and he's a pretty shy guy. He's a guy that isn't risky. He's risk averse. So he was limited by his beliefs, and he didn't have enough capital, and he was asking himself, what if I fail? Okay. So then he closed his first deal, but his first deal was not from Carrot. Okay. His first deal was actually driving for dollars. So if we were to go back and visualize that graphic that shows the Evergreen marketing path and hamster wheel, he used hamster wheel to get the first deal because it was quick and it works. But he realized he did not want to do that forever. That's not how he wanted to build his business. So he actually drove around his neighborhoods between school and home, and he wrote down houses that looked like they were good houses that might want a cash offer. They're run down. They have long grass. They're not being taken care of or whatever. If you're an agent, you can do this exact same thing to pull properties off market and get them on market. So if you're an agent saying, well, how's this relevant to me? If you want listings, drive around, look at the ones that are beat up, that have long grass that look like they're abandoned. Find the address, write a letter to them, or send direct mail to that person, or call the person and say, hey, I was just wondering if you wanted to sell this house, get it on the market. Okay. But he closed that deal, gave him $8,000. He said, I never want to do that again. So he took the 8K and he said, I'm going to invest this 8K into marketing, and I'm going to do it all in online. I'm going to go all online. I'm going to use Evergreen marketing to really build it up and build my foundation. He bought a training of ours called the 3 lead per day training, which is our search engine optimization training. It shows you how to get ranked high in Google using our system. He spent about 3 hours a day working on it. He said, man, I treated this like a college course. If you guys were to Google Carrot and Brian Rockwell, you can find the full case study with him. He just implemented it. Okay. And then by February, he started Google pay-per-click. So if you guys see, this is directly in line with the plan I had taught a little bit ago, the 261 formula. Okay. He started pay-per-clicks. He said, I know the Evergreen side is going to take a while to get ranked high in Google with my content. But what if I started some Google ads right now to get in front of the most motivated sellers right now? He hired a firm in our Carrot marketplace to do the work for him. He didn't want to do that work. He took part of that $8,000 to do that. Okay. And his journey continued. In March, he closed 3 deals. Now, this is not normal, but it's something we see a lot. I can't guarantee that everyone's going to have this result. Okay, I had this result when I went into a new market. He had this result. We've had countless other people have had the same result, but it just really depends. There's a lot of variables. He did $73,000 in that month of March, $7,300 in advertising to make 73 grand. For every 15 leads he got, he turned 1 into a deal. Okay, by June, he started Bing pay-per-click. Okay, so that's on Bing's search engine. Okay, by October, refining the systems. Most of his leads at that time came from paid marketing from Google pay-per-click for sellers. But then his keywords in Google were starting to rank high. And by the end of February, he had brought in $378,000. This is in the first 6 months, $378,000 in gross profits. He paid about, $455,000 in gross profits, paid $77,000 in ad spend to create that $455,000. Profit per deal was $13K, cost per deal was $2K. Now, you guys might be looking at this saying, well, I don't have 77 grand to put into marketing. Guys, he didn't either. He had $0. He went out there, he drove around neighborhoods. He wrote 100 letters. He got 1 deal that made him $8K. And he said, I'm going to take all this $8K to put it into marketing that's more sustainable. Let's build more momentum. He did the SEO himself using our training, hopped on our weekly coaching calls. We helped him out there. He hired someone in our marketplace to do Google ads for him. We're going to give you our ads campaign at the end of this call if you take us up on our offer today. Okay. He closed his first deal from that within 60 days. He took that profit, put it into more, and it ended up bringing in $378,000 in profit in that first 6 months. This is crazy, guys, right? Right, guys? This is not rocket science. And this is kind of what started to happen. His rankings started to get up there. Okay. And this is what happened with his actual traffic. It started low. It started to get a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. This is what it looks like now. It's consistent. It still looks like this today, years later. And you guys might be asking, well, what about a more recent example? What about someone who started in January? What about someone who started in October? Guys, I've got hundreds of those exact same types of case studies. I'm showing this one to show you how long evergreen marketing lasts, how much it can actually feed you for years rather than just days or weeks. So I want to ask you guys this question. Is your current marketing building momentum or keeping you on the marketing hamster wheel? Pop it in the comments box. How disciplined are you being on giving up short-term hits for long-term freedom? That's what this is about, right? That's what this is about, guys. That's what this is about. Are we disciplined enough to have a goal that we can do things that are for the long term in exchange for short-term pain, for long-term gain? Or are we just going to continually have short-term pain forever? How disciplined are we, guys? I want to have you guys picture yourself in a year. Where do you want to be? What does your business look like in a year? What does your average daily work day look like in a year? How is it different than today? What do you want it to look like? How many hours you want to work? What types of clients you want to work with? What changes do you need to make in your marketing this month, this week, in order to get there? Will your current marketing help you get there? How amazing will that business be when you get it that way? I want you to feel that for a second. I can tell you exactly how it feels for me because I've ran businesses that ran me into the ground that were based off of hamster wheel marketing and they were miserable. I didn't like them. And I'm not going to say that a business based off of evergreen marketing isn't going to have its trials and tribulations. Every business does, right? But I can tell you that when we went through COVID and when we went through certain things that are hard, even going back to Carrot, guys, we run Carrot based off of these same marketing methods. I don't teach what I don't do. Everything I'm teaching on here, I do myself. Everything I'm teaching on here, our team does. Everything I'm teaching, our best clients do. Okay. So I can tell you, it gives you the freedom to hire people because you have the confidence knowing what your income is going to be in 6 months. It gives you the freedom to take that 3-week vacation because you know that your lead source is consistent and predictable and you know it's going to be there when you get back. Okay. It gives you the freedom to test new things because you know that you've got a consistent flow of leads coming in that are high quality, that are going to keep you going. How amazing will that feel when you get there, guys? Okay. Tiffany says, I'm pretty sure I'm still on the hamster wheel. Well, let's help you get off of it. All right, let's get you off of it. So secret number two. So secret number one was more of a mindset shift. It was a, hey, this isn't an immediate thing. It's going to take you working your butt off or hiring someone to do it, but you choose your hard. It's either going to be hard in the first 6 months or hard for the next 6 years, right? Hard for the next 6 years is continuing hamster wheel marketing. Hard for the next 6 months is busting your hump, doing evergreen marketing, getting that foundation going. So secret number two is this. Why a normal website is not enough in 2021 and how Carter Steff, one of our clients, he's an agent and an investor, added $20,000 a month in new profits by shifting from a fancy custom website to an authority hub. And why your social media profiles should never be the hub of your content. Guys, I want you to pop through the comments box right now, okay? Pop through the comments box. How many of you guys and gals are using your Facebook or Instagram pages as your primary source of your content, as the primary place that you post your content to your followers? Pop in the comments box right now if your Instagram page or your Facebook page or both are the primary place you put your content. Pop it in there. If so, that is the definition of hamster wheel, okay? Because, and I'll show you guys here in a bit why, but when you post a piece of content on Instagram and Facebook, it's only going to be up there for 24 to 72 hours before it gets pushed down, which means you have to continually put more and more up there for people to see it, right? Which is great. I'm not saying to stop doing it, but I am saying recognize that when you're doing that, you have to now continually post more and more content. So if you go on vacation, you lose that momentum. So what I'm going to show you in this section and in the next section is where should you post your content instead? And how should you do it? And how can the carrot tools make it easier for you to make it evergreen so people that are going to Google find that content, and then you can still post it on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, I'm not saying not to do that because it works great. I'm saying take your best content, put it in your authority hub so it's in front of people forever. And I'll show you guys some real examples of agents and investors who are doing that and who have done that and who have rankings that are in Google that have been there for years that are attracting their best clients because they chose to post it in an evergreen way versus just on social media. Alrighty. So the biggest mistake most agents and investors make right now with their websites is they go overboard creating a professionally designed site based on what they think looks good, not what prospects actually respond to. And one of the big things that we'll see a lot of clients do is they'll say, "Hey, I sent this to my cousin Nancy, right? And my cousin Nancy's a designer, and she said there's way too many words in this website or whatever, and or this thing should be like this." And I say, "Okay, cool. Is Nancy a house seller? Is Nancy a person who's looking to sell her house? And if not, then I don't care what Nancy's opinion is," right? It's like either Nancy has a lot of experience in this market marketing to motivated house sellers, or Nancy doesn't. And if Nancy doesn't, and if she's not a house seller, her opinion doesn't matter. Okay. The only opinion that matters when it comes to your website is the people who are actually going to engage in your website and fill it out. And we have more experience in that than anyone else in the world for motivated house sellers through online lead gen. And so we're going to show you some ways that you should be adjusting your websites instead. And we want them to look good, right? Websites should look good, but they should not be designed for aesthetics and prettiness. They should be designed for performance. We'll show you guys how to do that. Big mistake is people are using their Facebook or Instagram pages as their main hub. Once again, we saw a bunch of people who are doing that in here. Thank you guys for the engagement. They just use whatever is low cost or free, thinking a website is a website is a website. Pop through the comments box, y'all, if you guys can relate to that you launched a website because you thought, man, I'm online, and a website's a website's a website. All websites are the same. Let me know. And there's no shame in that at all, because I was once there too, guys. Okay, I was once there too. It could be a Wix. It could be a broker site. It could be a WordPress site that you launched, or someone from Facebook sold you. Okay. But here's the deal. I'm going to show you guys the math here in a bit, how a low-cost website might actually be your biggest expense in the entire business, costing you tens and tens of thousands of dollars and lost deals because it's not set up for performance. So paying that $10 a month, $50 a month, or $1,500 one-time fee might be costing you $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 this year. Okay. Then that site fails to generate leads or rank in Google, and it's just a glorified online brochure. And they just build a website for online marketing versus making it your true hub that will make all of your marketing work better. And that's what we're going to talk about here, is making all of your marketing work better. The only thing that matters with your website is performance and results. Okay, I love Tony Robbins. I don't know how many of you guys and gals are fans of Tony Robbins, but this quote I had to put in the presentation because I absolutely love it. He said, if you want to be successful, find someone who has achieved the results you want and copy what they do, and you'll achieve the same results. So what we're saying here is don't reinvent the wheel. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what you can do, exactly what Carter did in order to gain back $20,000 a month in income that he was losing because of his custom WordPress website. It was set up wrong. It looked pretty, but it wasn't set up for performance. And so this is what Carter sent a little bit after he joined Carrot and went through our concierge program. He said, since switching to Carrot, the leads are converting to purchase at a much higher level. We couldn't be happier with the site so far. What we have seen is a dramatic increase in web leads. Since switching to Carrot, the leads we are getting are converting to purchase at a much higher level. Things have been moving so fast, we haven't had the opportunity to accurately determine the lead to purchase ratio, but I would estimate it's in the 25 to 35% range, which means the leads we're getting are significantly better than our historical average. Meaning, guys, their lead quality is increasing, which means his conversion rate's increasing, which means he can work less to earn better income. So many of us are focused on lead volume. Hey, my buddy's getting 100 leads a month, or lead cost. My buddy's getting Facebook leads for sellers for $20 a lead. Guys, I don't care about lead cost or lead volume as much. What I care about is the conversion rate of those. How many leads is it going to take me to get one of those deals? And what's my profit per deal? Like, that's it. Okay, people are focusing on the wrong metrics. I'm going to show you guys the math here in a minute. But he said, means we're getting significantly better leads than average. Thanks for everything. And we're now looking at expansion because the success that we've had in such a short time. 1-800-2-SELL-HOMES. He's got a big brokerage in Oklahoma City, and he's one of the biggest home buyers in Oklahoma City as well. So what did he do? Well, first of all, he had a custom WordPress website that looked really pretty. It looked awesome. Like here's the top of the website. It had an opt-in form that kind of has a lot of the right things on it, right? It had some navigation. It had a logo. It had a nice, pretty picture of a house. And they would look at it and say, man, we're really proud of our website. There was a bunch of other content below this and other pages as well. It's just a quick screenshot. And what we did is we used our high converting framework that we've developed at Carrot over the past 7 years. Our customers have generated over 4 million leads using this framework, all online, mostly motivated house sellers, even in this market with low inventory, y'all. Okay. And we shifted it towards the model that's high converting, really clear and simple call to action boxes. Every single form and field matters. Every word matters. He went through our concierge program, which is an extra add-on service because they didn't want to do the build out of their website. So if anyone's interested in that, just let us know. We can connect with you. Okay. And what ended up happening was that website, they didn't do any extra marketing, guys. Like, this was no extra marketing. The majority of their marketing was radio advertising, TV, and direct mail. They weren't doing any Google ads. They weren't doing any SEO. They were doing no online marketing intentionally. So this was only from the existing traffic that they were already having come to their website from their offline marketing, y'all, that converted better. Okay, so that's the cool thing here is he didn't add on a new traffic source. He didn't increase the amount of people going to his website at first. Okay, he has now because his website's ranking well in Google now, but he didn't increase it. This was just from people that heard a radio or TV ad or saw direct mail and went to his website or Googled 1-800-2-SELL-HOMES and landed on his website. The website started converting better. That was the difference. That's what gained him back $200,000 in that first year in lost profits, or what I call phantom expenses. And how many of you guys and gals probably have phantom expenses in your business? Well, the answer is we all do. I do. We all have things in our businesses that are leaky buckets that we're like, can't I just plug all those darn leaks and get those phantom expenses gone? Well, one of the biggest phantom expenses that investors and agents have in our businesses, because we're working on such high margin deals, is losing leads because of an underperforming website or an underperforming authority hub. Okay, so what if your website were able to just gain an extra 2 leads per month from small tweaks to the website? Just 2 leads a month. A lot of people would look at that and go, oh, shoot, 2 leads a month. That's not a big deal. I'll go over here and I'll just spend $1,500 one time. I'm saving some money. At 2 leads a month, it's not a big deal if I just lose two a month. That's worth it. Or, I'm going to go over here and just spend $10 a month on hosting. My cousin Eddie is going to launch a Wix site for me. If it's only a couple leads a month difference, it's not a big deal, is it? Well, let's see. That's 24 extra leads a year that you could have, or 24 leads a year that you're losing right now from underperformance, from small tweaks in the website like Carter's. Then over here, 1 in 15, let's assume 1 in 15 of those sellers turn into a deal, okay? And let's now say that it's a $10,000 average profit per deal, whether you're an agent or an investor. That's an extra 1 to 2 deals a year, or $10,000 to $20,000 in extra income that should be in your pocket that's not. So how cheap is that cheap website? How cheap is that $10 a month or $50 a month thing when it's costing you $10,000 to $20,000 in lost deals a year? And that's conservatively. Carter was losing $200,000 a year on deals until he moved over to Carrot. And his small investment of a couple grand a year is a big ROI for him, right? So here's the math behind the ROI of a website. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to pull up my iPad. Let me see if I can do this right now. I actually didn't have this ready, so this is a little faux pas on my end. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. But while I'm pulling this up, y'all, I want you guys to pop in the comments box. I want you guys to pop in the comments box. What part has resonated the most with you so far? What part of this call has resonated the most with you so far, y'all? Has it been the Evergreen concept? Has it been the Authority Hub concept, which we're going to be introducing now here moving forward? What part has been resonating with you the most so far? And are you guys feeling like you're starting to kind of get the picture of what it would look like or should look like to get off the marketing hamster? Let me know that, guys. I'm going to pop over here now, stop this screen share my iPad, and I'm going to do a little bit of drawing time with Trevor if you guys are cool with that, okay? A little drawing time with Trevor. Awesome. Thank you guys for the engagement. So guys, I'm on my iPad right now. We're going to do a little bit of math, okay? And I want to work some math for you guys right now, and then we're going to dig into exactly how to lay out your Authority Hub. We're a little over an hour into the training, so the back half of the hour is actionable stuff, what type of content to create, and how to make your Authority Hub more effective, okay? So what I want to show you guys is this right here. So this math right down here. So if we're looking at your lead to close ratios right here, the averages that we see in the market are this. If you're doing, this is for motivated sellers, okay? If you're doing radio or TV advertising, it's about 1 in 40 to 1 in 60 leads close into a deal, which means if you're doing that, you're going to get a lot of deals like Carter was, or a lot of leads like Carter was, but they're very low quality, right? So you're going to have to hire somebody to sift through a lot of those leads in order to figure out who's going to do that, or you're going to have to be on the phone all the time. If you're doing cold calling, it's about 1 in 30 leads turns into a deal. Okay, which same thing. It means either you're going to have to be on the phone a lot with people to sift through the junk to find the good deal, or you're going to have to hire someone to do it. Direct mail, it's about the same, which means you're going to have to hire someone to man those phones, sift through all the low quality leads, or you're going to have to do it. Okay, Facebook, 1 in 30. Google pay-per-click, it's about 1 in 10 to 1 in 20. Okay, in Louisville right now, we're closing about 1 in 5 into a deal right now. Because my partner there is just a master negotiator. He's crazy. And then with SEO or Evergreen marketing, it's about 1 in 8 to 1 in 15. So the reason I want to show you guys this is I want you to kind of peg where you are when you're looking for sellers, what type of marketing you're looking for. And that's probably approximately how many leads you're going to have to sift through in order to close a deal. Okay. So what if we switched our marketing towards something that is actually higher quality leads, like what we've been talking about, where you have to get a far fewer number of leads to close into a deal? Well, let's work the math on this. And I'm going to help you guys come up with your marketing budgets right here in under 5 minutes, okay? And my aim is this. I want you guys to remove emotion and focus on math in your marketing. I want you guys to remove emotion, remove it, and focus on math. Math is where it's at. And most entrepreneurs in real estate tend to have way too much emotion wrapped into the way that they're marketing, where they're saying, well, hey, what can I get for $1,000 a month? Guys, that's not math. That's emotion. That's me saying, I am only willing to risk $1,000 a month, and therefore this is my number, even if math says that my number should be bigger. Okay, so let's kind of work the numbers. And I want you guys to grab a piece of paper and do this yourself on your end. So I want you guys to come up with your marketing budget on this call right now, and then we're going to build out your marketing plan here in a bit. Okay, so right here, I want you guys to write down your APD. That's average profit per deal. What is your average profit per deal? For this example, I'm going to use $10,000. Okay. And now next what I want you to write is LPD. That's leads per deal. How many leads does it take you to get one of those deals with sellers? Okay. For this example, I'm going to use 10 because that's about what our clients see with this type of marketing. All righty. What I want you to do next now is I want you to think about this and say, if my average profit per deal is 10K or 20 or 50 or whatever your number is, how much money would I be willing to spend to get that deal? And this is the big leap for agents, I think, because agents think about time spent versus money spent. Time is not leverage. Money gives you leverage. Okay, time is actually something you cannot get back. Money you can earn more of, and you can get leverage from it. So I want you to start to think about, how can I invest more money to get more leverage versus using more of my time to get results? Okay, and so the equation that I like to use here is about 25%. So about 25% of my average profit per deal is what I'm willing to spend up to in order to get that deal in marketing. So in this case, I'd be willing to spend about $2,500 to get a $10,000 deal. Now, I don't want to spend $2,500. I'd much rather spend $1, right? I'd much rather spend $50. But what I'm saying is, what would I spend up to? And then after that, I want to see how I can get as much volume of deals as I can possibly while staying under that number. Okay, where we are right now in Louisville, our average profit per deal is about 40 to 50K a deal, and our average cost per deal is about 2. Okay, so that's coming way below my budget there. So we're looking for ways to scale it up. So now here's how we come up with what we call our max cost per lead. So that number there, your number, that 25% number, whatever your number is, that's your max cost per deal. You just wrote down exactly how much you should spend to get a deal in marketing. And a lot of agents are bringing in 10K, 6K, whatever that is for a listing, but they're not willing to spend money to get that listing. They're spending their time. So if you're making 6K per listing and you're willing to spend 25% of that, what is that? That's what, $1,500? So you could spend $1,500 to get that $6,000 commission all day long. What type of marketing can we do to get that deal for $1,500? The last part of this is what I call the max cost per lead, and this is a key. Your max cost per lead is how much money you should be able to, according to math, spend in order to get a lead. Okay. And so the simple way to do that is, if we say that we're going to spend up to $2,500 to get a deal, and we say that it's going to take us 10 leads to get one of those deals that makes us 10 grand, just divide the 10 by the 2,500, and that tells you how much your leads should cost up to. So in this example, it's $250. So 10 divided by $2,500 is $250. That means I can spend up to $250 per seller lead. Okay. And as long as I close 1 in 10 or better into a deal, and my average profit per deal is $10,000 or better, math tells me I'm going to win. But most people stop way below that. They hear their buddies saying, man, I'm getting leads for $35 on Facebook, and you're spending $180 for leads over on Google. And you're like, shoot, I'm going to stop my ads because he's getting for $35. Guys, don't do that. That's the quickest path to actually ruining your chances of scaling up your business and getting that freedom back, is bouncing around looking for low cost per lead. You don't need to look for low cost per lead. You need to look for, how much can I spend according to math on marketing? And now let me go find the marketing methods that will actually yield that. Okay. Gerald, what's up, dude? Says, listen to this orange dude. Anyone that worships math is my friend. I love it, man. Gerald is literally not a rocket scientist, man, but you're a robotic scientist, and he's crushing it with Carrot, guys. Crushing it with Carrot using this Evergreen marketing method, which I love. So I'm going to stop that screen share. I want to toss it over to you guys. Did that math make sense to you guys? Is that something that you guys now can walk away from saying, okay, I get it. I get now how I need to be leveraging marketing, leveraging the way that I'm thinking about my marketing budget in a way. Let me know, guys, if that math resonated. If not, we can touch on it in Q&A at the end. Okay. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to dig into the Authority Hub concept in this last 45 minutes or so. Before I do, though, like I said earlier, guys, we do have a system that helps you guys with all this. And I'm going to show you guys the tools here in a bit. I'm going to show you guys a demo of it. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to create the right type of content, whether you're using Carrot or not. I'm going to show you how to structure your website so it's right, whether you're using Carrot or not. That's all coming in the next 15 to 30 minutes, okay? But I do have an offer for everybody that's going to be insane, that is going to save you guys a lot of money. That's actually going to give you 4 months of our highest plan with all these features we're going to show here in a bit. It's going to include 4 months of that plan. So we'll pause your payments for 4 months, whether you're a Carrot customer or not right now. We're going to give you our Google Ads campaign that we use to launch into Louisville, even to pull out our first $100,000 month that we're going to have this month. We're going to give you all that as a bonus. So hold on tight for another 30 to 40 minutes. We'll show you the link to that, and it's going to be relevant for both investors and agents, but we're going to dive into more training. All righty, guys. So with that newfound math that you've got, you now have a marketing budget. You now know how much money you can and should spend up to in order to get those seller leads to gain your freedom. And now you realize you need to trade money for time. You're trading time for money, okay? And that's the opposite of freedom. One of the big keys that we have to realize that Carter saw was all offline marketing drives online demand. So when Carter was doing radio, TV, direct mail, what happens? People go to Google and they Google search Carter's name to see if he's real. They Google search his company name. They go to Google and search sell my house fast companies, and they look for things. So every bit of marketing you're doing offline, whether it's door knocking or cold calling, if you're cold calling people, what do you think people do? They don't answer phone calls anymore. They're going to look at your phone number, and if you call it enough, they're going to Google search your phone number and say, who the heck is this person that keeps calling me? Right. And so all of those things drive online demand, which means you need to have a mechanism to convert those leads at a much higher rate than you probably have right now. And so this is the big shift I want you guys to make, shifting from a website to an authority hub. So the standard website is probably something like this. I don't know. I could probably even like find one, real estate companies in Maryland or whatever. I don't know how to spell, guys. Real estate companies in Maryland. So if I were to Google something like that, I can probably find something in here, right? It's like, I don't know who this is, and they might be an amazing company. I really don't know. Okay. But what you're probably usually going to find is these big national websites like this. So guys, this does not build any credibility. So I click this, I'm going to check out this person here. I'm sure they're an awesome person, right? Bud Church is probably an amazing dude. Jim Wilson's probably an amazing guy. Okay. But when you land here, there's nothing that builds credibility for me. It's what every other agent site looks like. It's got a picture. It's got a place to search for properties. I've got the dude's glamour shot there. I've got the listings. Guys, there's nothing special about this. So what I'm going to show you guys is how do we shift now towards an authority hub? So what I just showed you is this standard website. I've got a form that you can submit. Here's a little bit of information about myself, and I can help you. That's table stakes. That's table stakes. And in that core website, it should have these things that I call core conversion pages. And these are all built into Carrot websites by default. Okay, I'll show you guys a demo of Carrot here in a bit, how fast it is to launch an authority hub, how you can modify it, tweak it, how you can transition from your current site over here, and all the help and tools and resources we can have to help you get more sellers and buyers. Okay. But your core conversion pages should say something like this, like, hey, here's a page that is helping you sell or buy, depending on what the focus of the site is. Here's a page that tells you how our process works. Here's a page that talks about our reviews. Here's our about page, so you can learn about us, learn about our core values and who we are, and if you resonate with us. And here's FAQs. Okay, that right there is like table stakes. Every website at least needs to have those. So when we go back to that Caldwell Banker site, all it has is a little bit about him, but not a bunch of reviews. It doesn't have a really good about page that shows his core values and why he's in business and who is he. And it really doesn't show any unique content about Bud or Jeff. Okay, so we need to take it up one step further. What's the next step to build your website into an authority hub? So after you've got what we call the core conversion pages going, then what we need to do to attract more quality prospect is build what we call niche or location pages. So if you're to go to Google and type up like whatever it is, Roseburg houses, houses for sale or whatever, what you're usually going to find is you're probably going to find Zillow and Realtor.com and Trulia that are the top three in Google, right? But the big thing that I want you guys to key in on is this, is the reason in the way that they all rank high in Google is not just because they're these big national companies. At one point they weren't. They were just little startups, right? What they did is they chose to do evergreen marketing and they stacked bricks. The bricks that they were stacking were these pages that are for very specific locations. So when you do a Google search, you're very rarely ever going to land on Realtor.com's homepage or Zillow.com's homepage. You're almost always going to land on what we call location pages. It's a page set up for that very, very specific location or niche. Okay. And so what we did years and years ago is we said, well, how do we replicate this? How do we replicate this into an authority hub? How do we replicate Zillow's model, LoopNet's model, Trulia's model, Realtor's model 7 years ago and innovate it to help our investors and agents actually outrank them for their niches? And that's what we've done. I'll show you guys an example of some of that here in a bit. And you do these kind of quarterly. Okay. The core conversion pages, you're going to launch them once and you're going to update them as needed. As you have a new review, awesome, update, add a new review. As you add a new person to your team, cool, add them to the about page, things like that. Add new pictures, awesome, throw a couple pictures up there. Niche or location pages, we say to do them quarterly. Okay. Every quarter, kind of pull back and say, awesome. What new cities should I add a page for? What cities am I investing in, buying in, being an agent in for buyers or sellers? Let's launch new niche or location pages to get them ranked in Google. We say to do kind of 3 to 10 of them quarterly. Okay, if you do 3 to 10 quarterly, Whew, sneezed. If you do 3 to 10 quarterly, y'all, you're going to really be stacking those bricks and building a lot of momentum. So that's maybe a few hours a quarter. Okay. A few hours a quarter, guys. Everybody's got a few hours a quarter. Okay. The next here is what we call your authority content. And your authority content is what really builds that momentum big time. And this is content that rather than posting it on social media, you can still do that, but we suggest posting it on your Authority Hub website instead. And do that once a week. And I don't like writing content, y'all. Many of you guys probably don't like writing content either. I'm going to show you guys how you can do this without writing any content yourself. Our system automates it. So every location page you add, every video post you add, every article that you add that's relevant to your topic and that ranks well for your clients is stacking a brick. Momentum builds, and that is the Evergreen marketing model. Every single new page you add to your website builds momentum, just like it did for Realtor.com. Okay. You guys can model this, but beat them at their own game by being more hyper local. Does this make sense? Let me know, guys, if this is making sense. So Eric Stanley was on this call, which was not planned, dude. So what's up, man? Eric sent this through a little while ago. He said, my Carrot leads are so much more high quality. I closed 1 in 5 of my Carrot leads into Carrot seller leads into a deal. Agents in my office ask me how I'm doing it. Eric's an agent and investor out of Cincinnati. He's a KW agent. So how do you stop losing leads and deals from an underperforming website? Well, you got to convert more visitors to leads with the focus on conversion first, right? So that's one way is you need to have a website that actually is set up to convert well. And you're going to have to invest into that. If you have to pay $1,000 or $2,000 a year with Carrot to get an amazing high converting Authority Hub versus, your free broker provided site, how many tens of thousands of dollars are you going to save now because now it converts better and it helps you win more deals? Another way to stop losing leads and deals is to get the website loading faster. Google's really looking at, and Facebook too, looking at how fast your website loads as a big indicator. They're rolling out a big update this summer, and Carrot websites are among the fastest in the world. We have studies that have been shown on that. And then you want to increase trust and credibility. Okay, here's a cool little study that shows on conversion rate. So a lot of people don't really key in on conversion rate on a website, but this is why it's so important. So if you look at this and the conversion rate on a website, that's load time in seconds down here, and this is sessions. Okay, the load time in seconds, 1.2 seconds, that's insanely fast. Okay, Google's standard is if you can get it under 2.5 seconds, that's kind of their standard. You can see that your conversion rate is far higher at that speed versus 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. Now, we do have some Carrot clients who have websites that are loading 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds because they have a lot of videos or images they've added, things like that. But out of the box, our websites come among the fastest in the world. So even if you have just a split second of a speed difference, so if your website loads 2.7 seconds versus 4.8, that means you're going to be getting far fewer leads. Load time matters. And that's one of the things we specialize here at Carrot. And there's a third-party study that was put up online actually recently that showed Carrot against WordPress and Shopify and Haibu and web.com and Playster and all the other big ones, Wix and Weebly and Squarespace. And among all of them, according to this Fresh Chalk study, and 150,000 small business websites, Carrot was the fastest website builder of all of them by far. The only one we didn't beat, y'all, the only website builder we didn't beat was Google's own website builder. Google's own Google local listings, actually. The only one. And we tied with them. They were a 98 as well. So web speed matters, and we take care of that for you guys. And this is what the writer of that article said. He said, Carrot stood out in my results like a cheetah in a world of slugs. Carrot websites are just plain fast. I had to include them just to show that the world that it's possible to build great products that are still fast. By some measurements, Carrot sites are twice as fast as Squarespace. Consumers notice and convert better. By the way, I can tell you that Carrot's median Google page speed score is 98 across 118 Carrot websites. Guys, page speed matters. These little things can win you a deal. And if your average profit per deal is 20K, how many deals are you losing this year because your Authority Hub's not dialed in, because you just have a broker provided website, because your website loads slow, whatever it is. And all these things add up. So when we're looking at gaining more freedom and we're looking at it and going, okay, I've got a broker provided site and it's free, or I've got my Wix site, my cousin Eddie built, or this custom site that I spent 10 grand on. We can't just look at the expense up front. We have to say, how much money am I losing potentially because of underperformance? So one last question for you guys, and we're going to dive into secret number 3 is on a scale of 1 to 10, how good is your authority hub, y'all? So 1 is like, I don't have a website. Okay. Which is fine. Like we all started there. And for you guys and gals, that's the biggest opportunity. If you don't have a website at all and you're doing any marketing offline at all, if you're doing any marketing offline, if you're doing direct mail, cold calling, any of that kind of stuff, that's going to be a big lever for you. That's going to be definitely getting you more deals this year. 100% definitely going to be getting more deals this year. If your average profit per deal is 10K, you're definitely going to be getting over 10K in a return this year if you're doing any kind of offline marketing at all. Okay, for sure. So guys, pop in the comments box. A 1 if you have no website at all. A 2 to a 4 if you have a broker provided website. Okay, it's just a broker provided page or broker provided website if you're an agent. A 5 to 6 if it's just a funnel. I love ClickFunnels. I'm good friends with Russell, but funnels are not what is going to help you do evergreen marketing. Okay, funnels don't get ranked well in Google. Funnels aren't effective for that. Okay, so a 5 to 6 if you just have a funnel. A 7 to 8 if you have a website, it might even be a Carrot website, but it's incomplete. You're like, I've started it. I've got some cool content on there, but I really want to put more. A 9 to 10, you're nailing it. You're like, I'm cranking. Gerald is probably a 9 to 10 on his. He's crushing it on his stuff, which is really cool. Okay. Right here, Eric is a 2. Dude, no big deal, man. Let's get it. So same thing. You have a huge opportunity. So if you just have a broker provided page, here's what's happening. You're out there talking to people. You're out there marketing. You're cold calling. You're hitting your sphere. Someone refers their friend to you. What are they going to do? They're going to pick up their phone. They're going to Google your name, Eric Lighton. They're going to Google your company name. They're going to look at who you are. They're going to find your page. But if your page looks the same as every other agent at your brokerage, how do you stand out? You don't. So instead, what if instead they Googled your name and they found a website like this? Okay, this is one of our Carrot sites. It's one of the top brokers in Spokane, Washington. They're agents first, but also investors. And what if you landed on this and you saw an awesome, clean-looking page that loads fast? And they went through our concierge program to have their website dialed in, but they've got their reviews on here. They've got their Carrot IDX baked in here. They've got a good little video and good about pages and good testimonials, and they've really dialed it in. And they land over here and they go, cool, like I want to see who these people are. Awesome. Well, shoot. They've got, good about page and it talks about why they do what they do. And there's good pictures. They're real people. Man, these are awesome looking people. Great. This is cool. They have core values there. Man, I really believe in what they believe in. I want to work with them. So those little things, guys, those little things are the difference that's going to have someone work with you or not work with you oftentimes. It's those little tiny things you'll never even know about it. So Eric, there's a big opportunity for you. Tessa, a 1, Damani, a 1. Awesome. Tiffany, what's up? Yeah, I love it. Let's help you dial it in even better. Sherry is 7 to 8. Amazing. So you've already got momentum. So let's help you pick it up. 7, 2 as an agent, 7 as an investor. Lawrence, let's get you nailed, man. 2 to 4, 5 to 6. I like it, guys. So here's the opportunity, guys. Is every single one of you guys are losing money and you have an opportunity to win that money back and scale up. So how much did that likely cost you this past year for not having a website or having just a broker provided website? Pop through that dollar amount, guys. Eric, Lawrence, Sherry, Damani, how much money did you likely lose this past 12 months, or will you likely lose in this next 12 months if you don't have an authority hub? Or how much money did you likely lose this past 12 months because you didn't nail the performance on your website? How many deals? Is it 1? Is it 5? Is it 10? What's your average profit per deal? Is it 10K? If you think you probably lost at least 1 deal and your average profit per deal is 10K, then you probably lost at least 10K. If you think you might have lost 20 deals, that's $200,000 you probably lost this past year from underperformance on a website. So pop through your number, y'all. How much money did we likely lose? Probably 6 figures. Dude, let's get it dialed in, man. Can you commit to this journey, guys? Can we commit to this journey? And with Carrot, like Carter Steph, literally he paid a few grand to have the concierge done, which is an optional add-on. Most of our clients don't do it. They build up their website themselves. Okay, using our tool. I'll show you a demo of it here in a bit. But then he pays a couple $100 a month is all. Like literally a couple $100 a month to gain back 6 figures a year in business and save him a lot of time. So how do you implement this in your business? Well, it's built into Carrot. I'm going to show you a demo of it here in a few moments. We're always pushing out updates when we have them based on extensive live testing. So we're the only ones that I know of in the industry that do conversion rate split testing to the extent that we do, to always help push out higher converting things. Okay. And we're actually ramping up that effort internally right now. And in an even greater way, you guys are going to see even more updates coming out at a faster pace. Or you can go find a web person who's an expert at building websites for conversion rate optimization, SEO, and real estate. They've got to have the real estate knowledge. But that's going to cost big bucks, $8, $10, $15, $20,000 potentially to find that person who can do that the right way. Okay. So secret number 3, guys, this is the last one. Then we're going to dive into a demo and we're going to show you the offer. And like I said, I am so passionate about what I do, guys. I don't need the extra money. Okay. My businesses are way bigger than I ever dreamed that they would be when I mapped out my plan 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. I do this because I'm passionate about it. I do it because I was once trapped in my business because of hamster wheel marketing, and it wore me the crap out, and I wasn't able to make an impact in my business anymore. And I want you guys to have the same experience I'm having, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of our clients are having by making the same shift. And part of that shift is secret number 3. 2 ways Carrot helps automate valuable evergreen content in under 20 minutes a week to start replacing your hamster wheel. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to play this short video for you guys, and then we're going to hop in and do a demo showing you guys exactly how to come up with content ideas, what that content should look like, and how to get the content online to automate it, whether you're using Carrot or not. Carrot just makes it easier. All right, here we go. Come on, YouTube.
We finished that flip and sold it in January of 18 when I kind of went, okay, well, we lost money on that. That next 12 months, I spent 40 grand on marketing. And I said, there's got to be a better way. I got one of the guru's courses. He was preaching direct mail and PPC and SEO. And I'm like, well, I'll just do all of them. So we were so busy doing all that, but I wasn't really paying attention to it. I'm just like, let's just get leads. And they just were not coming in. So I quit doing everything, all the marketing, everything. And we started a brand new site. I probably spent 12,000 in 2019. By the time the summer came around, we started to generate some leads. They were actually motivated sellers. So we did 6 in 2019, and still, not nearly as many leads as we wanted to come in, but we knew we were on the right track. Our rankings kept climbing. Now we're starting to see 8 leads a month SEO. And that was kind of our average. And we know those are the best leads. So, we were closing 1, sometimes 2 of those 8. We're ranking 1 or 2 for 3 or 4 keywords now, the best ones in town. We added on PPC, and then we added Facebook in April. So right now we're sitting at, 40 to 45 leads a month. But it all kind of ties together because we got to have the site, right? So we know that the quality of leads are fantastic. That first year spending 40 to right now we're spending between $4,000 and $5,000 a month. In August we did $100,000 in fees, and this month we'll do 40. So we're spending 4 to 5 and making, let's say, 40. As soon as we closed that first deal in 2018, I knew we could do it. Love Carrot. You guys understand our business so well. The more you guys bring on in terms of services that y'all can offer us, I'm all in.
Guys, and Adam Mitchell, he said that sitting in our offices here at Carrot Camp, an event that we have every year, and you guys can go to carrotcamp.com if you want to check it out. But the thing I'm the most proud about there is a question that we'll get often from people is saying, well, shoot, what if there's multiple Carrot members in the same market, right? And that's a logical question. But Adam is in the same market as Brian Rockwell was earlier. And I specifically put those 2 examples here for a reason. Adam came in not too long ago, just very recently, right? Brian has been there for three years or so. And we've had tons and tons and tons of other clients in that same exact market come in and are absolutely crushing it. So it has nothing to do with whether there's other Carrot customers in that same market. It's whether you are executing the plan. Okay. So coming in, using the tool that's proven to perform the best is the first step. Number 2 now is executing the plan and building your own credibility, your own testimonials, your own content that I'm going to show you here in a second, and really standing out. And that's what Adam's doing, and Brian, and tons of other customers in every single market in the country. And the big shift, like we said, to make is really thinking about your website as a hub not just a website. Your website is going to be your hub for all of your marketing, whether you're actually putting your website on your postcard or not. People will make it to your website from your postcard. They're going to look up your phone number. They're going to look up your name. They're going to look up whatever, because they're skeptical and they want to be able to vet and verify you. Okay, all of your content, when you're posting content on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, drive them back to your website so they can really browse around and check it out. Your website or your authority hub should be the hub of your content, not your social media. Okay. And so here's how you kind of get in the mind of your sellers. I'm going to show you guys specifically what a seller might do right now. We're just going to go to Google and we're just going to show this as an example. Okay. So let's say I'm a seller and I need to sell my house in Tucson. One of the cool things that Google does right here, guys, is Google kind of gives us some insights. Google tells us what people are searching in Google, right? So it gives us these suggestions, which are based on what people are searching in Google each and every month. So sell my house, Tucson, we buy houses, Tucson, Zillow, Tucson, sell Tucson home fast, open door. That's an iBuyer, Tucson cash home buyer. Guys, this is just an example of some things people are typing into Google. So if I make that search, what do I see pop up? Well, the first thing that I see pop up is paid ads. And so this is that method that I mentioned before that Brian Rockwell did and that I do and others do as well. As you say, well, while we're building up our momentum in this market, can we pay for ads there to get up there fast? And you can do that, right? You can pay for ads there to get up there fast. But then you have down here, you have your organic rankings. Okay, you have, this is Tyler Ford, that's Tyler Ford, those are our clients. You have other people that are clients as well. If we were to put this in here, sell my house fast, Tucson, right, guys? You have Tyler, you have other Carrot customers as well. So this is the power of getting in front of that steady flow of sellers who are going to be coming to you. What are some other examples? Well, what if I'm an agent and I'm a specialist in farmland? Wouldn't it be pretty darn amazing if every time someone typed Roseburg farmland or Roseburg farmland for sale, that I was somewhere in the top of Google? Well, that's what happened with this client here, G Styles. So before you saw landandfarm.com, Realtor, these big national websites ranked up there that people usually say, well, there's no way you can outrank them, right? What they did was they followed our advice, and they don't like writing articles. Okay, so Denny wasn't going to sit down and write articles, but I said, Denny, well, do this instead. Go out there on the market and record a video. Okay, so record a short video, 3 to 5 minutes long, talking about farmland. Take that and upload it to YouTube. And then put it into our system. I'll show you a demo of this here in a second, guys. Put it into our system called Video Post. And our system will automatically take your YouTube video and turn it into a full written article for you. You don't have to write any of it, okay? It'll import the title. It'll import the video. It'll go transcribe the whole video for you and send you an email a couple hours later and say your article's done. And then if you want to, you can hop in and edit it if you want to, add pictures or whatever you want to do, okay? But if you look at this, guys, he did this video post in 2017. Now, why do I show this example? It's an old example, right? 2017. I'm showing it to you because this is the Evergreen example. This is what Evergreen is. He created this one piece of content that took him less than 10 minutes to create and upload to YouTube. It's a 3-minute and 23-second video that's not fancy. It's not professional. It's Denny literally standing out in a farmland with someone recording him on an iPhone. He's not a pro, guys. He's just going out there being himself. If you are looking for farmland in Roseburg and you land on this and you see Denny's videos, you're going to be building an instant bond with him. You are going to win. That's how you beat Zillow. That's how you beat those other companies, OfferPad, Open Door, all those companies, by building trust, credibility in an evergreen way where you're in front of them, in front of those prospects everywhere, because those national companies, guys, can't build that local expertise, local knowledge, that local just personal connection like you can. This is one of the ways that you're going to win. Okay. So they get people landing on this each and every week, and they get leads each and every month for the past several years. Evergreen marketing. Imagine stacking one of those up a week. Every single week you do a video post. You're out there on the field. You're out there with the seller, with the buyer. You take out your cell phone. You record a short video. Hey, this is Trevor with ABC Home Buyers, or hey, this is Trevor with ABC Realty. I'm out here at the North Umpqua River, and if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the North Umpqua River, I'm actually going to show you what are some of the 3 key features that you need to look for if you're buying a home on the North Umpqua River. And then record a 5-minute video walking through the 3 key things that they need to go and do if they're looking to buy a home on the North Umpqua River. Upload it to YouTube, add it to video posts, and get it cranking. Okay, so now I'm going to hop inside of the system. I'm going to show you guys kind of what it would look like. Okay, so there's the first thing that you would do is I'm just going to go here and launch this one that's called a hybrid website. This is for someone who's an investor or an agent, and an investor and an agent, and they're looking to get seller leads, motivated seller leads. Or you can join Carrot just from the agent side. We have two separate subscriptions. We have the investor subscription and the agent subscription. Or if you're a hybrid, you can get both. And I'm just going to go here and name this one. I'm just going to do this one as a test so we can delete it later. But you're going to click the button. In a few minutes, it's going to create the website. It's going to make it in our high converting platform. It's going to make it in our high speed tech foundation. It's going to build in all the content, all the words, everything, all the forms, all the opt-in forms, everything that's going to convert at a high level. And then once it's done, then you can log in there and start to customize and personalize your content. You can do it to where it looks like something like this, like Christina Kudlock down in Phoenix, Arizona, and Los Angeles. She dove in and used our visual editor to add in new photos and add in her credibility, add in her picture. She customized this to make it kind of look a little bit different. She added in more credibility and testimonials. So she went in and really customized this out. Okay. Or G Styles, they went in there and added some content, added some pages, and some of that we did for them through our concierge platform. Or the home buying guys, the Adam guy down in Dallas. He went in here and pretty much just used our general Carrot website, uploaded his logo, put in a picture of a Dallas house, use our high converting framework, works great on mobile. They rewrote some of the content on there. They decided to create a video down there in Dallas. So there's that personal touch. Okay. But they didn't make it too fancy and it converts great. So I'm going to go back to the account now and you're going to see this website is done now. And I'm going to pop over here and you can see it right there. And all I would have to do is go here to go in the dashboard. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the dashboard of this existing account so you guys can see kind of some stats and some things that are already in here. So when you first log in, you're going to get a checklist. It's going to walk you through, hey, here's the things that you do. Okay, and I'm going to show you here a little bit later what types of websites you guys can launch, buyer, seller, note, land, the whole thing. But I'm going to go back to the dashboard because the first thing that you're going to do once you launch a website is go to design and pick a design that helps you kind of stand out in your market. Okay, so if you're in a market with a lot of Carrot competitors, just click all the websites in a Google search, see what design they're using, and then choose one of the designs that makes you stand out the best. And there's two designs that are premium designs that advanced marketer plan members get. The offer I'm going to be making here in a bit is on the advanced marketer plan. So you're going to get access to these premium designs that far fewer people are using. So the website right now, if I wanted to do a live preview, I can click this and see what the website would look like with this design. I can check it out, scroll up and down, check it out, look like what's it going to look like on a cell phone. Okay, awesome. Click activate and publish if you want to. Add your logo on here, change your colors, do whatever you want to do there. I'm going to keep the existing design there so I don't mess up the site here, okay? But once you're in here, then you can go down here and check out the content. So this website here is the one I just created. And this is what it looks like by default when I just create a motivated seller hybrid website. It's got the content, it's got the comparison page, got some good pictures, things like that. That's what it looks like out of the box. It's got all the pages set up for conversion. All you have to do now is click this button to go, clicked the wrong button. All you have to do is click here to go in and edit this page and use our drag and drop visual editor to edit the page. Okay. You can edit the page, edit the forms, do the whole thing. So I'm not going to dive into this a lot, but you guys get the idea. It's a pretty darn simple drag and drop visual editor, and we're continuing to improve it all the time. So once you have your content updated, swap out your photos, things like that, or we can do it for you in our services. What you're going to do next is attach a domain name. Okay. And then what I want you to do is to start driving traffic to your website. Go through our training. We have a whole help section that walks you through exactly what to do, and something that we're going to give you as a bonus in this offer today called our 30-day challenge. The 30-day challenge is it's like it sounds. It's a program for 30 days where we will walk you through day by day exactly what you need to do to get your first leads within the first 30 days and help you to build that evergreen the evergreen section. Okay. But you'll go through the guide, which is going to help you with your strategy and help you with your authority hub and all that kind of stuff and really build it out. But what I want to show you is this. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. Once you've got your content nailed, everything looks the way that you want it to, you're going to start to create those location pages like I showed you before, a, a page for every niche you operate in, or we can do it for you. We have services that can do that for you. And then I'm going to pop over here and add whatever keywords I want to rank for in Google. So let's say I want to rank for sell my house fast Louisville. All I have to do is click in here to add new. And then he's already using all of his keywords, which is really cool. We have some big upgrades coming soon. But I can go ahead and add a new keyword in here. And our system is going to tell you where it's ranking. It'll tell you where it's ranking in Google and what you need to do to get it higher. Or if you don't want to do it, have someone do it for you. They can hop in and use this. And you're going to get access to weekly live coaching calls. So if you're not sure what to do, awesome. Just click this link and hop on one of our Tuesday coaching calls with our team, and we'll show you exactly what you need to do to get that ranking higher. All righty, guys. So once you're tracking some of your rankings, then you're going to start to get some traffic coming in. You're going to start to do some marketing, get some content cranking. We're going to give you some basic stats in here, or you can hook it up to your Google Ads account. And then you're going to start to see leads come in. And as leads come in, what you're going to see is you're going to see things like this. Okay, you're going to see things like this one here, Patty submitted from Fort Myers, Florida. She submitted on a web form. It came from a Google PPC campaign right there. And Patty has this address here. We can click this and see what the address is. If you don't want to use our Google Ads or our simple lead manager, you can integrate this with tons and tons and tons of lead managers or anything that integrates with Zapier. Okay, so leads are going to come in. You can move them to different stages. And then what's going to happen next is we have campaigns. So let's say that you're doing ads campaigns, okay? It's like we're doing with Google Ads. Or you're doing a Facebook ad campaign, or you're posting things on social media, you're posting posts on social media, or you're putting a profile link up in your Instagram profile. You probably have that question sometimes going, well, like, how the heck do I know how many leads are actually coming from my Instagram profile link? Or how the heck do I know how many leads actually came from that Facebook post I just made that drove to my website? Well, what you would do is create what we call a campaign link. And the campaign link could be something like this. It could be IG profile link. Okay. And then you go, well, I'm going to drive it to a page. And the page that we're going to drive it to is going to be the home page. So this is just going to bring up all of your stuff. It's actually from a social media, a social share. And this one is from Instagram. Okay. So I would click that create campaign link, and it's going to give you this special link now that is the link that you put in your Instagram profile. So now it's going to tell you 40 people clicked it and 14 leads came from it. Or if you're doing a Google ad, 790 clicks and 19 leads, or whatever that thing is. Okay. So this is going to give you insight into what marketing is working and what marketing is not. So you can kill the marketing that's not working, so it stops losing you money, and ramp up the marketing that is working. Okay. The last couple of things I'm going to show you guys, because we just don't have a ton of time, is I'm going to show you our content marketing tools. So there's a couple really cool things in here. So let's say you don't want to create the content yourself. Let's say you know that there's Google searches people are doing, like sell my house Roseburg, or sell house I inherited in let's pick a city, Birmingham. Okay, so let's say it's like sell a house I inherited in I don't know how to spell, guys. Sell a house I inherited in Birmingham. So let's say someone just inherited a house. They're not sure what to do with it. They're out of state. They don't really know any local agents or investors, and they search this. Well, what happens, guys, is that's an insanely high quality, highly targeted search. Can you guys imagine? How powerful it would be to get in front of that person doing that search? Someone who's actively looking for a solution, who probably lives out of state, who just inherited this house, might live out of state, who doesn't know what to do. And they're saying, how the heck do I sell this house I just inherited? What if you were ranking right here? What if you're ranking in one of these things right here, like this one here? Okay. And the cool thing is, guys, this article that popped up here, this person did not write. This came from the Carrot system. This is a Carrot website powered by Carrot. Okay. This is a Carrot website right there. Gerald, who's on this call, helped him with the SEO. And this is actually one of our articles. They used our content automation system. They spent 10 minutes maybe doing some basic modifications, and it's ranking really high in Google for an insanely highly targeted phrase. So how did they do that? This one is also ranking there. I know this article has not changed. This article has been ranking there since 2014, guys. That's Evergreen. They get traffic each and every month from people that inherited houses in Birmingham that find this article. They didn't write a word of it. How do they do that? Well, they use our content automation system. Let me find the page it was on. All they have to do is go down here and you're going to get access to this system. If you take this offer today, you're going to get access to the full-blown advanced marketer section of the articles as well. You just log in here to our content system. What our team does is we do the research for you every month. We do the research to find out what are sellers typing into Google, what are buyers typing into Google for agents and investors. Then we write articles every single month that are fresh, that are new, that are timely. When COVID came out, we wrote COVID-related articles. And then our system actually spins the articles a little bit for you, puts in your company name, your location, your phone number in those articles for you. And I'm just going to go ahead and click this one here. Building credibility, how to sell a house with unpermitted work in whatever your city is in Birmingham, in Roseburg, Oregon, in Portland, Oregon. Our system automatically inserts your city in there, inserts your company name in the articles. And then if you wanted to, you could log in and customize them and tweak them and do whatever you want to do. The advanced marketer articles over here actually have pictures. They're a little bit longer articles, the whole shebang. So they've got pictures, they're longer, fewer people are using them, the whole thing. Okay, and then all you have to do is go, cool, I'm going to put it on this website here. I want to have them go out every Wednesday, and I want to start it next week in the 21st. Bam, I'm going to add that post. So you log in once a month or have someone on your team log in once a month, spend 5 minutes scheduling that article up. All right, guys, the one last thing I'm going to show you guys in the demo is our video post feature. It's the thing where Danny over here used this video to automatically create written content that builds authority, that builds trust, that he didn't have to write anything on, that actually ended up outranking pages in his local market. So if I'm going to go right here, I'm going to create some content. Where'd I go? I'm going to go ahead and go to posts. Okay, so I'm going to create a post. I'm going to click add new. And it's then going to tell us, hey, do you want to do a video post or do you want to do a normal post? So I'm going to choose video post here. And then all I have to do is put in the YouTube URL. Okay, it's going to import that video. And then it's gonna tell me, cool, imported the name, imported the video. And then all I have to do is pay $1.25 a minute per video to have it transcribed. We're just passing our cost along. We're not making any money on that at all. We send it out there to a service, they transcribe it, bring it back. That's the cost that it costs us to do it. $4.23 for that piece of content. Can you imagine if you hired a writer to do that? That'd be $100. If you hired a writer to write you a 400 to 500 word article, it'd be $50 to $100, and it wouldn't have your same personality, it wouldn't have your same expertise, and definitely wouldn't build as much credibility. This took less than 10 minutes and $4.23. You click purchase now. Our system's going to do all the work behind the scenes, send you an email a couple hours later saying your video post is done, and now you have an amazing piece of content, kind of like Danny had, that has a chance of ranking high in Google. Guys, going back to the presentation, if you just implement those things, if you implement those things right there, and you know, let me sign back in, and you guys know that you implemented just those few things there, technology got me. Hold on one sec. Okay, there we go. We're back in there. And you guys are doing those Google searches, and you guys know that your best prospects go to Google and they search phrases like sell my house, city name, or get cash for my house and city name, or houses for sale in the river and city name, or best real estate agents in Roseburg, or city name reviews. Those are searches your prospects are searching every single month. How powerful is it to get ranked in front of them? And then when you know that you can get ranked high, and then your next question is, well, shoot, how do I create that content? Because I don't have the time to do it. Well, guys, you launch an authority hub on Carrot that's already dialed in to convert well. You just personalize it, build your credibility in there, or you can hire us to do that for you in our extra services. Okay. And then you start to create content leveraging our tools. Okay. And then when people land on your website, and a more advanced strategy after you get this going is then you can create ads on Facebook and Instagram that retarget those people back to you, just like Krista's doing here. So this is an ad from Krista on Facebook that's saying, hey, Oakley homeowners, why don't you go back over here to get your home value? And that's driving to a home value landing page on our Carrot system. Or like this one from Mississippi, this is a home buyer. Hey, attention, Mississippi home sellers, sell your house the easy way, no costly repairs, go back to our website. Okay, guys, that is the machine. You launch an authority hub, you get location pages going, you start to create weekly content leveraging our automated content tool that does it for you, or video posts. And now you're putting consistent content in an evergreen way on your authority hub so it can rank well in Google over time. You can then share that content on social media. Okay, so now social media becomes an outlet for your website versus your website being the last case return. And then you set up good quality Facebook ads that send them back to your website. Okay, and as you start to get consistent, you start to get these types of results. This is one from househeroes.com, 87 leads in a 7-day period. These are all sellers, vacant land, 26 leads in 7 days because they've implemented the strategy amazingly well. Okay. 4 leads, 1 lead. So 5 house seller leads in that day. So, or in that week. So what does this work for, guys? This works for sellers. This works for buyers. This works for agents. This works for investors. This works for note buying, land buying, credibility websites, private lenders, lease option websites, tenant websites. The whole thing works for all of them. Anthony Beckham's an investor and agent first here out of Roseburg, Oregon. And he said, what resonates with me the most is getting away from paid leads and creating a brand that will produce leads for years to come. And that's what we're about. So the normal process to create evergreen content, like I showed, is you research, you do all the research on your own, you write your own articles, you rinse and repeat 1 to 2 times a week. And that's going to cost you 5 to 8 hours a week or $600 to $800 a month to hire it out to have people write articles for you. Or you go through our process, have us do the research, we write the articles, you slightly modify those articles when they get launched. You do 1 video post a week or 1 every other week, however much you want to ramp it up. You share it on social media and you build momentum. Okay, guys. So I just gave you guys that demo. We're going to blow through this part here, and we're just going to jump right to this last part of the presentation. We're going to do Q&A. We're going to do the whole thing. Okay. So guys, let me toss you guys a question right here. Okay. How many of you guys got at least one thing so far in this presentation? I've got more. We're going to wrap it up. We're a couple hours in now. How many of you guys at least got something that you guys can go and implement in your business that's going to give you at least 1 extra deal this year? Pop it through the comments box. How many of you guys have something you can implement already right now that's going to give you at least 1 extra deal a year? Pop in the comments box. So right here, Shamika Fox, she's an agent out of Santa Cruz. She said, Carrot's impacted my business so positively. Carrot's impacted my business so positively. I love the property websites, landing pages, the SEO ranking tool, blog, and overall design of the site. I also love the landing pages that I use to drive traffic from ads I run. My favorite to watch is to watch the increase in Google rankings with more relevant content we produce. Guys, so many agents are so focused on social media that it's just a mess. It's a bloodbath on social media. Hardly any agents are really effectively focusing in on creating good content for Google. Okay, guys? So my gift for you guys being on this call, I'm going to give you the link here in a minute. My gift for you guys in this call is I'm going to give you a year's worth of content, of video content ideas. Everybody in this call is going to get it here in a few minutes. I'm going to give you our video marketing playbook. Okay. It's 52 video scripts and ideas that you can use to create short videos. And then you can put them into video posts, or if you're not a Carrot member, you can put them wherever. Video posts is going to make it easier. But those pieces of content should make it into written format because Google wants to see written articles. Okay. That's what's going to help them rank well in Google. So hang on for a bit. I'll give you the link to the 52 video marketing ideas or video marketing playbook in a bit. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive in, guys, or we're going to wrap this up. Secret 1, the 261 formula for evergreen marketing success. That was a mindset shift. Secret number 2, why a normal website isn't enough in 2021. Secret number 3 is the 3 simple types of evergreen marketing anyone can do. That's your short videos and into video posts. That's your written articles that are automated written articles. Okay, guys. And then the other part is cranking up and creating those pieces of credibility. So let me know, guys, what was the most valuable takeaway you've had so far in this training? I know I'm a little bit long-winded. I get excited when I'm teaching. I went off script a couple times. Hope you guys don't mind it that I gave you the extra value. But what was your biggest value so far? Ryan says the video thing is killer, even for a caveman like me. Dude, Ryan, the key with the video thing is your videos need to be 3 to 5 minutes long. And here's why. The average person speaks 120 to 160 words a minute. And so when we yank out all the words from that video, that 3-minute video, that's about 500-word article. And in order to really have a chance to rank well in Google, it needs to be about 500 words or more to have Google even notice it. Okay. Ideally, it's that 4-minute, 5-minute video, and that gets closer to an 800-word article. So awesome, dude. Let's see. Maria, can it work for a new investor just getting started? 100%. Yeah. Brian Rockwell, that example I showed you before was just getting started. 100% just getting started in one of the most competitive markets in the country, just executed the plan. I did over 600 grand his first year, 600 grand year 2. And now he's parlayed that active income, that wholesaling income into buying multifamily. Okay, Lawrence, this is so clutch. I love it. Rob, how much the service after the first 4 months? I will show you guys here in a second. The automation. Yeah, Katrina, the automation is going to save you a ton of time. And that's the thing. That's how you get freedom back, right? That's how we get that momentum. Okay. The difference between an authority hub and a website, that's a biggie, Tiffany, because if we're doing offline marketing and we kind of look at our website as just this thing on a business card, we have to realize that today people don't treat a website as that. People treat a website as the thing that is your credibility. That is the thing that helps them make the decision or not, right? If you go to Amazon.com and you find a product that has no reviews on it, how often are you going to buy that product? You're never going to buy it. You're always going to go back and find a different product because you don't want to be the first to try something. So this is your chance right now, agents and investors, to stand out in this competitive market, create your authority hub, crank out amazing authority content, and stand out against the iBuyers, against all the competition, all that stuff. Okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to dive right in. Honestly, I'm going to show you guys what we have. I'm going to make you guys an amazing offer that hopefully you can't refuse. And whether you take the offer or not is not going to change my life at all. Okay, I don't need the extra money in my bank account. I've already got more money than I even spend right now. I do this because I'm passionate about it. I do it because I hate seeing investors and agents when they're 40, 50, 60, 70 years old saying, I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm on a grind. I don't like my business anymore, but I can't get off it because I don't know how. That's not freedom. That's not what entrepreneurship is about. I want to help you guys get that. Okay. So if you're thinking about Carrot and you're successful offline, but no online presence, Carrot's going to be for you. If you're online, but not consistently generating leads, we're going to help you do that. If you want to ramp it up, but don't want to become the SEO tech or conversion expert, we can help you with that as well. Okay. And so the decision is this: you can either keep doing the same thing, which is kind of figuring this out by trial and error and kind of trying to figure out how to build the site yourself, or have your cousin Eddie do it, or hope that one of our competitors are actually focusing on performance, which almost none of them do. Or you can kind of take the fast route, which is the proven system. We've got the data to back it up. You can look at our hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of reviews online. Research the heck out of us. Look at our about page. Look at our YouTube channel. Guys, I want you to vet and verify us, okay? I want you to be comfortable with your decision. Because for us, this isn't a decision for a week or a month or to get a payment or two. This is a decision for hopefully a lifetime of our businesses together. I want to see you grow. And when you grow, we grow. So I'm going to introduce the Carrot Evergreen marketing platform. And it's not for everybody. Okay. It's not for people who don't want to do any work. It's not for people who think that you're going to launch a website and it's just going to do the work for you. It's not for people who aren't ready to commit to doing content. If you're like, you know what, I'm just going to push the button and launch the site and not going to touch it ever again. Will it work better than a website just default that you build on Wix? 100%. Yeah, it will. It will. But what I'm going to tell you is I want you guys to commit to getting out there and using the tools to create better content, to build more trust and credibility. It's not for people who are not ready to roll up their sleeves and do the work. But I can promise you, if you do the work, freedom is on the other side of it. If you continue doing hamster wheel, freedom is going to be really, really hard to attain. So what are you guys going to get when you invest in today's webinar offer? Well, first of all, we're going to give you 4 months of the Advanced Marketer Suite. Okay, so the Advanced Marketer Suite gives you every feature I just showed you. Gives you the video post feature, gives you our stats, gives you access to the Zapier integration, so you can integrate it with your CRM if you want it to. You can launch buyer sites, seller websites, the whole thing. Okay, you're going to be able to get our simple lead manager, or you can use your own outside lead manager. It includes all these features I mentioned before. If you go to our website, it's $199 a month is what that is, which that alone is a bargain by itself. Okay, guys, a couple grand a year is what Carter's paying to win back a couple $100,000 a year. So you guys do the math on that. Okay, but with this, you get all these features, and it's normally $199 a month. So we're going to waive the first 4 months of payments in this offer. So $199 times 4 is about $897. I think it is 246. It's not $897. Let me do the math. I'm getting tired. Here with you guys. So 199 times 4 is $796. So we're going to waive the first 4 months of payments, which equals $796 that we're waiving right there. Okay. And what you're going to be able to do is dial in the online marketing strategy, launch the high converting authority hub. If you already have Carrot, I'm going to show you a way to upgrade and or get the bonuses. I'm going to show you here in a bit that the only way you can get these bonuses on this call, and it's going to make even more sense for you if you're already a Carrot customer. Okay. So you're going to be able to get rid of your low performing site, coders, designers, tech guys, overpriced consultants, SEO tracking software. Get rid of Google Analytics, but you can put it in there if you want. Get rid of copywriters, WordPress plugins, web hosting. It's all included. We have the fastest in the industry. Data and studies have shown that. SEO courses, split testing software, landing page software, content writers. Get rid of all of this stuff. Okay. It's all baked into our service for $200 a month. right? SSL certificates. That's normally $80 a year. If you go buy that from GoDaddy, it's for free here at Carrot. All right, get rid of those phantom expenses. You're going to be able to have the SEO suite, track your keywords, which we're going to be making some amazing upgrades to that very shortly. We're going to be able to do track the keywords, get those things ranked higher, use our SEO grader tool, the whole thing. Use our content marketing suite like I showed you, which is our content automation system and our video post system. Okay. And then also we have our brand new website for agents specifically, which is hyper-focused on sellers. It's cleaner and more modern, increased conversion, really, really cool stuff. Okay, guys. So if you already have a Carrot account, and I'm going to show you the bonuses here in a second. I want you to write down this link or just go there. If you already have a Carrot account, pull up this link, carrot.com/grow, or click the link on the live view page that you're on right now. There should be something that takes you to the offer. But if you already have a Carrot account, go to carrot.com/grow, and you're going to see a page like this. Then I want you to click whether you are currently on an investor subscription or an agent subscription. Okay, so if you're on the investor subscription already, click that. And this is going to be the offer. And I'm going to show you all the bonuses and everything else you're going to get here in a bit, because I've barely even scratched the surface with this, guys. There's bonuses coming that are going to blow your guys' mind. So you're going to see this page. You're going to see the bonuses. You're going to click this and submit it. We're going to charge $9.97 today. Okay, if you're an existing customer, we're going to pause your payments for 4 months. We're going to upgrade you to the advanced marketer membership. So we're going to unlock all those features for you that we just mentioned. We're going to give you the bonuses I'm about to talk about, and then we're going to pause your billing for 4 full months. And then after those 4 full months, it'll just renew at the normal advanced marketer price. Okay, so let me go back over here. If you are not a Carrot customer yet, I'm going to show you the link for that here in a second. But if you're a Carrot customer, don't worry. We will upgrade your account to Advanced Marketer. We'll give you the bonuses, and I'll run through what those bonuses are here in a second. Your link is carrot.com/grow. So save that if you're already a Carrot customer. Okay. Tyler says this: I was honestly nervous about switching over. I'm a full-time agent and investor, and my livelihood was based on the #1 SEO ranking I already had and couldn't lose. But I made the leap after researching a ton and realized that you're the best and couldn't be happier. I not only retained that #1 ranking, but gained others. Plus my conversion rate went up and my leads doubled. The ROI has been amazing. I'm closing another 30,000 profit deal with Carrot next week. Tucson, Arizona, hybrid agent investor. Let me play this with Tom, and Tom is an agent first, investor second.
I originally got into real estate as an investor. I came out of the corporate world, started buying and flipping. Then we really got into the sales end of it right around 2013. I needed to build a system that was still going to generate enough business without me physically having to be on the phone, or one of our, our agents too. Listen, I've had agents on our team, they get burned out. We ended up transitioning over to another base that allowed us to do it, but it was so cumbersome. It was very time consuming. It didn't have the tools and the platform to really be able to make it an efficient site that we could really manage. It just wasn't working for us. So we kind of abandoned that. And I was receiving emails from an investor here locally in the Atlanta area. And I thought they were great. I was like, oh, these are really good. And he's really consistent with this. So at the very bottom, I was like, all right, where he's coming from? And it was like, powered by Carrot. And I was like, all right, I got to figure out who these Carrot guys are. So I dove in there and I started doing a little bit of research, and your solution just made sense for my size, but I have aspirations to grow. So I felt like you guys really fit with where I was at right now, and still you could provide me that growth long term. We all had heard about SEO and probably didn't spend a lot of time on researching it and really figuring it out, but you really boiled it down and made it really simplistic for us to understand. If you really want to take your business and generate leads and follow-up systems online, you need to have a platform to build it on. This pandemic that we're in has escalated the speed of the need for technology and getting online. So I am so happy that where we're at and being able to stay in front of competition that we have here locally.
Guys, that video always pumps me up, and we get tons of those things every single month. But I just love Tom's energy with it. Let me get out of the slide so it doesn't replay it. Christina Kudlock is an investor out of Los Angeles and now Phoenix. She says, we're closing at least 2 deals a month from our Carrot site. The leads we get from SEO on our Carrot site are consistently the best, most motivated leads. The conversion rate's better than any of our other marketing channels, and they take less time, energy, and resources to close. Guys, because they want to work with you. Okay. We're closing at least 2 deals a month from our Carrot site. And the beautiful thing about these leads is the longer we've had our site, the cheaper the cost gets. Carrot is a total no-brainer. Guys, the cool thing is she started off cold calling, did cold calling for a year or two. I was on a call with her, a podcast actually that you guys can find on our system about 5 or 6 months ago. And she said, we're hanging up our phone for good now. We're just 100% online now. They got off the hamster wheel fully, which is really cool. This is designed for agents and investors. Like I said, wholesalers, flippers, landlords, rent to own, land and note investors. And what you're going to get is this. You're going to get 4 months the advanced marketer plan included in this. That's $796 in actual payments that we're waiving. You're going to get free tuition to something we call the 30-day challenge, because we know that you guys need some help probably in getting this rolling. So every month we launch a new cohort of this challenge, and it's something where we roll out a daily action item with a video from me and my team, to where we show you exactly what to do next. You can coordinate and collaborate with other investors and agents in that cohort. And then our aim is to help you get your leads and deals, get your first leads by the end of that challenge, by the end of that 4 weeks. The first week is mindset and marketing. I really help to reset not just the marketing mindset, but your mindset. That's something I'm passionate about. Week 2 is we launch that Carrot site, build it into the Authority Hub. If you already have it built into the Authority Hub, awesome. You can kind of use this to build, to make it even better during week 2. Build your foundation. We're going to help you get those first landing pages launched, get your first video post done, things like that. And then week 4 is we're going to kick on some paid traffic. Okay. So that 30-day challenge, we normally charge $100 for. It's worth at least $500 in value. We're going to give it to you for free. Okay. And this is Deanna, who went through the challenge. She said, just want to thank you. Got my first lead after the 30-day challenge. The lead came in on July 4th. I'd called back right away, and so far I've got to talk with him, but it may turn into something. He told me he searched for a local company that buys houses. Well, he found me since the personalized changes to the 30-day challenge recommended. Thanks, Carrot. I'm on my way. We get a lot of these. So what you're going to get is a 4 months advanced marketer plan, included all the features I talked about. You can, if you're on the investor subscription, you can launch up to 3 websites. Buyer, seller, land, whatever you want to do. If you're on the agent subscription, you can launch 1 website, because agents tend to need just 1 site on the retail side of things. But agents instead get free IDX or free IDX on your website included in a bonus in here. Normally that would be $50 a month. You're going to get it included as an agent in the offer. Okay. What you're also going to get is that same training that Brian Rockwell went through, called the 3 lead per day training. The 3 lead per day training is our online training that goes through exactly how to get your website ranked high in Google. So the cool thing with this is you don't have to do it. Like, you can send your nephew through it, your niece through it. You can go hire someone to do it. Or if you want to do what Brian did, Brian focused and carved out time, like that 261 or 261 formula shows. He carved out a few hours a week, and he said, I'm just going to go through the 3 lead per day training. I'm going to hop on those weekly coaching calls, and I'm going to invest into this. And then he decided to take money and pay for someone to start Google ads. But that's your choice. Do you invest time or money into getting this going? If it's time, awesome. Dive in. We'll help you out. If it's money, awesome. Do that too. This is Keith Sant. He went through it. He said, yesterday was my first 3 organic lead day, 2 SEO leads, 1 Google My Business. That 3 leads per day training paid off. Yesterday is my first one. I'm so pumped and not slowing down. Guys, he's crushing it. Keith does 8 to 10 deals a month. This is a picture of him outside of Carrot HQ at Carrot Camp, which is kind of cool. So you're going to get that whole thing. It's SEO training, pay-per-click training at a very basic level, and how to outsource it. That's normally $100. You're going to get that training for free. You're also going to get our hybrid training. So if you're an agent and an investor, we're going to give you 4 videos that you can watch at any time at your own pace, with 4 of our top hybrid agent investors who are crushing it. And each one of them are going to show you their model, how they're baking in the hybrid model, being an investor and an agent with a license, to really ramp up their business and serve their clients better. It's going to come from Tyler and Jeff Fassett and Anthony Beckham and Robert Grand on exactly how they're doing multiple 6 and 7 figures a year as hybrids. Eric Young, Raul Balufe, guys, they're crushing. You're going to get all these trainings if you are interested in the hybrid model. Okay. What you're also going to get is any service. If you're like, you know what, this thing sounds awesome, but it does sound like a lot of work, and I truly don't have the time. Well, we have an entire services division at Carrot. 7 or 8 full-time people now that only focus on helping to do things for clients. And it's we have very, very low margins on that, very low profit margins on it, because we know that when you guys build your stuff and get your websites dialed in, you're going to stay with us for a long time because you're successful. So you're going to get 10% off of any of our marketplace services that we perform with this as well. Okay. A big bonus that you're going to get if you take this offer before we close this down Sunday at midnight this week is our actual Google Ads campaign. So the campaign that I talked about when we're launching to go after motivated house sellers for investors, but once again, about 80% of those leads actually want retail and they're perfect for listings. And so if you're not a hybrid and you're just an agent, I would go partner with an investor in that market, use this campaign and have them use the campaign and give you the 80% of the leads that want retail, have them keep the 20% that are willing to take a discount cash offer. If you are a hybrid, this is an amazing campaign for you. If we were to build this campaign for you, it's $1,000. Okay, you'd pay our team $1,000. We would log in, put this campaign in for you, and send you on your merry way. But we're going to give this to you for free in this offer, guys. All you're going to have to do is we have a video, we have a file. You literally download this file, upload it into your Google Ads account, and then it's a 15-minute video with Brendan on my team that walks you through exactly what to do. It's got all the ads, all the keywords, all the negative keywords, all of the everything. All you've got to do is put in your URL and put in your market and let it run. Okay. And then you can hop on with us later and have us review it in a month or 2 months. And then if you're an agent, like I said, going through the agent subscription, we're going to give you your IDX fees waived, except for whatever pass-through fees come from your MLS directly. That we've got to pass through. But the $50 a month IDX fee, we're going to waive for you as a part of this offer, as well as $600 a year. So if you're not a Carrot member yet, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. Carrot.com/plant. Carrot.com/plant. If you're not a member yet, to take this offer. This offer is going to end Sunday at midnight. So it's not quite 72 hours, but right around there, Sunday at midnight. Now, it doesn't mean you can't then go to carrot.com and just join anytime, right? Because we're not, guys, I don't believe in pressure selling. When you sell by pressure, that actually isn't a good thing for the long term. And so you can pop over here anytime, click the pricing page, and you can join Carrot on any of our plans at any time. So if you're like, you know what, this is not for me right now, not right timing. It looks attractive, but it's not right for me. Cool. Guys, when you're ready in a month or 3 months or 6 months or a week, awesome. Pop over here, grab it. The big thing with this offer is this is the only way that you can get our bonuses. The only way you're going to get the 30-day challenge for free, which is a $100 bonus. Only way you're going to get our 3 lead per day training for free, which is a $100 bonus. The only way you're going to get the hybrid training for free, which is a $100 bonus. Only way you're going to get the AdWords campaign, which is a $1,000 bonus. Okay, it's the only way that you're going to get all those bonuses wrapped into this and get the 4 months of the advanced marketer plan. So carrot.com/plant, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull that up. Carrot.com/plant. Bam, bam, bam. And this is if you are not already a Carrot customer. Pop over here. And if you're an agent and an investor, I would suggest you just choose one to start. Okay, just choose one to start. You can always add the other subscription later. But let's say you're an investor and that's what you want to focus on. You want to get a motivated house seller site, maybe a land seller site, maybe a cash buyer site. You click it. You're going to invest the $997 today. You're going to see the bonuses you're going to get. You're going to go ahead and fill this out. And once you click place order, it's going to take you to a page that helps you set up your account, that now gets you into your account. And you can literally have your first Authority Hub website launched in the next 30 minutes. And then you can spend the next 4 weeks or so just dialing it in. Dive into the 30-day challenge. Get enrolled in the next challenge that's coming up at the start of August. Dive into that challenge. And have us guide you through it. Hit us up. If you want us to do any of the services for you, hit us up there. And we got you. All right. So carrot.com/plant. If you're a new member, if you're already an existing member, carrot.com/grow. So here's a question, guys. How many leads and deals are you guys okay with losing? Awesome. Katrina's in. What's up? Amazing. Yes. So Kyle says, great question. I already have advanced marketer. Can I still get the bonuses? Yeah, dude, this actually even makes even more sense for you, Kyle. So let me do the math for you, Kyle. You're already paying probably $199 a month. That's our current advanced marketer price. Okay, so $199 a month times that by 4, that's $796. That if you're on our current advanced marketer price, you would already be paying $796 over the next 4 months, right? Okay, so what's going to happen is you're going to invest $997 today, which is only, what is that, a couple $100? So you're essentially investing a couple $100 extra in this offer. We're pausing your payments for 4 months. and you're going to get the AdWords campaign. You're going to get the 30-day challenge. You're going to get the 3 lead per day training. You're going to get all that stuff for only a couple $100. So it's a bargain of the century if you're already on the advanced marketer plan. And then after that, like I said, we're just going to renew you after the 4 months at the same advanced marketer plan that you're already at. Amazing question. Does your system work for Ontario, Canada? Yes. We actually have a lot of customers up in Canada, not as many as in the States, but if you're to search phrases like sell my house fast Toronto or something like that, you're probably going to find our clients, right? So this client right here, I think is our client. I'm not sure. Let's see. You're going to find some of our clients here towards the top of Google. So yes, this definitely works in Canada. We have people in South Africa using Carrot. Right here, we have people using South Africa in Carrot, or in South Africa using Carrot, in England using Carrot. We have a good number of people up in Canada. It works great. One of our clients, Aaron Moore up in Canada, does amazingly well using these same methods up there. Yep, for sure. Eric, do you provide custom ad campaigns, PPC in Facebook? So, Eric, we don't do ad management, but we have an amazing marketplace. So we have an amazing marketplace within Carrot. So, I think it's marketplace.carrot. And then inside of here, you can go and find really, really good services that help you do that stuff. So down here, these services do amazing at Facebook ads and Google ads that are vetted by us that do amazing work. Or with this offer that we're giving today, yes, we are going to give you our Google ads campaign for highly motivated sellers driving to a like cash offer type of a page. And then with our weekly coaching calls, each month we have a coaching call with Brendan on our team who does Google ads, and he reviews people's ad campaigns. And that's all included in your plan. But yeah, we don't do the custom ones, but our marketplace, there's amazing services that can do that. Yep, for sure. Rico, yeah, we're using StreamYard. StreamYard shared onto YouTube and Facebook and everything. Yep, for sure. Tiffany, team, if you guys can look at Tiffany's comment on there, that sounds like she might be getting an error on there. But Tiffany, if you can connect with our team connect with Tiffany and get her taken care of that. All right. Cool. So let me kind of move on. So you guys might be asking, well, is there a guarantee? Yes. We only want to work with people who are comfortable with it and really want to dive in and get to work. Okay. But we also want to give you the comfort knowing that if it just isn't working out for you, or it's just too soon, that you have a way to you get your money back and have a guarantee. So we have a 30-day money back guarantee. After you sign up today, if you don't like it, just let me know within 30 days and we'll get your money back right away. Okay. Now here's the deal. Ideally, I would love for people to sign up who are committed and they're like, I'm going to make this work, because you guys have already seen a bunch of proof on this call. We have thousands of other testimonials. We have all the data in the world that I can share with you. You can Google search all the Google searches of sell my house fast in whatever town you want to do it. Sell my house Brentwood. Awesome. One of our agent clients, there's the #1 ranked site in Brentwood, California, getting house sellers right now who are seeking her out every single week. So we have so much data and so much proof that I think everybody on this call can agree that Carrot works. Okay. The question is, are you going to work it? And that is the big thing. We're going to fully invest into you. We're going to fully commit to you and making and doing everything within our power to help it work for you. Okay. We just need that same commitment back. But if, like I said, it just doesn't work out, we have the 30-day money back guarantee. After those 30 days, you can cancel at any time and just stop the subscription. We are a bit different, guys. Do your research. Like I said, look in Bigger Pockets, look at our reviews on Facebook, look at our reviews everywhere, and see what is dominating in the Google search results. We're not a new company. We've been around for 7, almost 8 years. We've helped our clients bring in over 4 million leads, mostly motivated sellers. We're newer to the retail market, okay? But this is exactly what retail agents need right now, and it's an edge that you guys are going to get by focusing on these types of seller leads versus the type that most people are doing. And we focus on performance and amazing customer experiences above all, okay? Guys, we want you to be a part of the Carrot community. We send out thousands of these dolls and t-shirts every single year. It's fun. There's no reason to do it other than it's fun. It's cool. But we want you to be a part of the Carrot community. The real question is it worth investing a few minutes of your time to check this out, to set up your website, turn it into an authority hub, get started, make your investment back 10x when you close your first deal? Just go to carrot.com/plant if you're a new member, or carrot.com/grow if you're already an existing member, and do that. So you have a couple choices. The first option, this is always an option, right? This is always an option, is we can do nothing. Okay, look at that gap going all the way back to the start of the call. You have a gap of a vision where you want to go. You have a business that you want to build, a business that has certain traits you want to have in it. And you know where you are now, and there's a gap. Okay. And you say, okay, how am I going to get to where I want to go from where I am? In order to get there, you have to change something. Something has to change. For me, it was writing down my non-negotiables and saying, I'm going to fully commit to a new path forward. And I fully committed to it. And it took me a couple of years to get there. And now we're crushing it. Okay. For you, you have to fully commit to some other new path forward as well to get where you want to go. But you do have an option of doing nothing. You can choose to not take the leap which is 100% risk-free. But also the big risk is being in the same spot in a year from now that you are right now. Or the second option is just to jump in and get started. Launch that site. I haven't launched today. Hop into our coaching call. Get registered for the 30-day challenge coming up in a couple of weeks. Okay. Start to dive in. Start to move stuff over from your other website to your Authority Hub now. Dive into our training. Engage. Get on an onboarding call with us. Dive in, guys. Carrot.com/plant. Okay. So what you're going to get, I'm just going to recap this, is 4 months of the advanced marketer plan. If you're already an existing Carrot customer and you're on a different plan, we will upgrade you to advanced marketer for those 4 months. You can always downgrade later. Okay. If you're coming into this new, you're going to get the advanced marketer plan. It's going to unlock all those features. The premium designs, the content marketing features, everything. You're going to get the access to the 30-day challenge. That tuition is normally $100. You're going to get for free. 3-day per day training. You're going to get that. You can outsource those or give them to people if you want to. Other trainings, marketplace discount. You're going to get our $1.2 million AdWords campaign. I myself personally, in the past 90 days, have made 6 figures from that exact same campaign in one market, guys. Okay. One market. And if you're an agent joining the agent subscription, you're going to get your IDX fees, which are normally $50 a month, waived for the life of your account. All right, guys, it's a total of $7,000, $7,436 for just $997 today, and then $199 a month after the first 4 months. Okay. So like I said, the AdWords campaign, how does it work? You're going to get a video. It's going to walk you through. It's going to give you a link to download the campaign. You're going to upload it to Google. It's going to have all of our ads, everything in it. And then you can even schedule a call with us in a month or two to have us review it to make sure you did it right. Okay. So go to carrot.com/plant if you're not a Carrot customer yet to join. If you're already a member and you want to upgrade, carrot.com/grow. We will pause your payments for 4 months, your core, your advanced marketer subscription payment. If you have extra websites, let's say you have 12 websites in the system, those extra website payments will keep going. It's just a $199 a month that's going to pause for the 4 months. Launch the first site in under 10 minutes. Implement our marketing plan. Have us help you. We got you guys. Okay, $997 today, guys. All right, let's answer some Q&A. I want to give you guys this link, carrot.com/video-marketing-playbook. If you guys want our cookbook, our 52 video ideas, whether you're an agent or an investor, we have amazing resources in there for you. Just go to carrot.com/video-marketing-playbook, and you can download this playbook over here. So carrot.com/video-marketing-playbook to get the 52 video ideas, which is going to be amazing if you're a Carrot customer or not. Okay. And we're going to bounce and do some Q&A, guys. All righty. So let's see. Yep. Cool. So Rico says, for now, I have the $200 a month, but not the 1K. Awesome, dude. So with that, Rico, man, like I said, either way, we want to work with people. So that's why we have our plans over here on the plans page. So dude, just hop over here to the pricing page and grab one of these plans. And what I would suggest probably too, Rico, is if you have the $199 a month, maybe even if you're an agent, and I can't remember if you're an agent or an investor, just choose this one here, the $99 a month, and you can upgrade to this one. That'll give you a little bit of extra money to put into some paid marketing or something like that. All right. But if you can squeeze the 1,000, then that means you're essentially accelerating your payments is all right. Because if you take the 200, if you say I've got 200 a month, times that by 4 months, that's $800 that you would be paying anyway. We're just kind of accelerating that right now and giving the bonuses. But dude, we'd love to have you either way. And most of our customers, just come in at the monthly and they just dive in and crush it. This offer gives you an opportunity to get some extra goodies. Yes, Maria, all of the weekly coaching calls are recorded. Yes. Great question. Okay. Awesome. How much is every month for new member and any discount for new member? So after the first 4 months, it rolls into our normal pricing, which is $199 a month for the advanced marketer plan. But you can then always downgrade later if you wanted to. but this unlocks everything. It unlocks your one-on-one strategy reviews. You can hop on a quarterly call with our strategy specialist in the advanced marketer plan. And that's not included in the other ones. You get an onboarding call on our advanced marketer plan. That's not included in the other ones. You get the discount on our services. That's not included in the other plans. You get the premium designs. That's not included in the other plans. You get the premium content library, which is more content and the content with pictures. That's not included in the other plans. So this is our premium plan that gets the best results. And that's the one that we're giving you guys today, but you can always downgrade later. Great question. Let's see. Okay, cool. If anyone is having troubles, pop it through and let me know if you guys are having any troubles. Tiffany, it sounds like she had a little bit of an issue. We'll get you taken care of, Tiffany. So Tiffany, if you still continue to get troubles after this, hit me with an email just to trevor@carrot.com, trevor@carrot.com. If you're continuing to get issues, and our support team will be able to help you out there. All righty. Awesome. Cool. So Crystal says, if we bought this offer now and we go to advanced marketer after the offer, will we still save with the annual subscription? So yeah, Crystal, you can at any time upgrade to annual to save the 20%. So what she's asking, guys, is we always offer a discount. So if you want to do annual billing, you get a 20% discount, which essentially takes it to, it's a big discount. Moves it from $199 a month to what equals $159 a month, but you just pay in one big lump sum. So yeah, you can take this offer today, Crystal, for the 99, and then you can hit up our team and say, hey guys, I just took the offer, but I want to do annual. And I can't tell you how they'll do the math, the math geniuses over there, but they'll do the math with you, and they'll do some sort of prorating or whatever they'll do to get you on the annual sub for sure. Good. Let's see over here. Is there a combo site, one that combines investor, agent, aka hybrid? Yeah, so there is. We have a combo site. It's on the investor subscription. So if you were to go in here and join, you want to click the investor subscription, and you're going to then go get the hybrid website. Let me see if I can find it again over here. So the hybrid website is the one that I had set up in that little demo that I just showed you guys a bit ago. And that one is agent investor friendly. It's focused on motivated house sellers. But here's the thing. If you are truly an agent first, so if the market knows you as an agent, okay, if you're marketing yourself as an agent, but you're also an investor, we highly suggest you have an agent site. Okay. And that's what a lot of our hybrids do, is they have an agent website like this one here. Okay. This is an agent site. They have an agent site that specifically got the listings on it that talks about their agent services. They'll tell people, hey, we also buy houses, but then they'll go over and create a second website with Carrot, which is their motivated house seller website for direct to seller marketing, which is the hybrid. And so you can definitely do both for sure. And it sounds like some people might have had some difficulties getting that video marketing playbook. So let me just pull this up and make sure that it's working correctly. Where'd it go? I must have already passed it. It's at the end. Yes, let me pull up the video marketing playbook URL. So carrot.com/video-marketing-playbook. So carrot.com video marketing playbook. You guys are troopers too, y'all. Yeah, so carrot.com/video-marketing playbook. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the comments here. It ends up redirecting to that right there, and it's going to give you that resource. So that might have been a little typo when you typed it in, possibly there. All right, guys, any other questions? Payment plan. Yeah, Rob, the payment plan is our normal prices. So if you're looking to kind of spread things out, probably the best option is to not take this particular webinar offer, but then just hop over here and grab one of our monthly payments, monthly plans, because then you can just pay for what you need. You're diving in, paying monthly, and you can still get you can still get the 3 lead per day training. You can get the authority, or you can get the 30-day challenge. You can get those things. They're just going to be they're going to be extra. So you can buy the 30-day challenge for $100. You can buy the 3 lead per day for $100. You can buy the Google Ads campaign for $1,000, things like that. So with this particular offer, though, since we're including the ads campaign and everything else, and we're waiving those monthly payments for 4 months, we have to kind of lump it together into one offer for that fair price of $1,000. But for those that it's just not a fit for, you can always hop over here and kind of do it a la carte, grab a monthly plan, and grab the trainings as you need them. Great question, though. Awesome. Yep. Let's see. Are there agents in resort second home markets finding success with care? Eric, actually, really, really good question, man. So it really depends on kind of what your specific question is there. So let me show you this. So I myself, one of the ways that I personally use Carrot is for my Airbnbs and for my rental properties, okay, to get tenants and get Airbnbs. So let me show you this. This is kind of cool. So if any of you guys are doing Airbnb stuff, this is how I use Carrot also. So I have a townhouse at a resort called the Running Y Resort. So townhomes, okay, at Running Y. Good. So townhomes at Running Y Resort. So I'm just going to go ahead and click this. Okay, so you're going to see some Google ads, right? You're going to see Google ads up there. Let's do townhomes for rent. Okay, for rent, Running Y. Let's do that. Running Y townhomes for rent. Okay. So we've got some Google ads there. We've got Running Y Resort right there. We've got Running Y. We've got Running Y. So the actual resort itself takes up the first 3 results here. Guys, what literally is coming right after the resort? I'm smiling because this is like a game to me. It's kind of fun. So what's literally coming up right after the resort, right before kayak.com? That's my VRBO listing right there. Okay. That's my VRBO listing. That's my Airbnb listing right there. Guys, so I own 3 of the spots on Google with optimizing my VRBO listing for Google search, my Airbnb listing for Google search, and this is my Carrot site. So look at this right here. It's a very simple site. I just use our premium design. This is our advanced marketer plan I'm using. I deleted the content on it. We don't have an Airbnb like template. I just launched a motivated house seller website and changed the content on it. I took some of my reviews from Airbnb and put them up here. I put some pictures of my property, and all I'm doing is just linking to my Airbnb right there. And so that's one way that I use it for Airbnbs. But yeah, Eric, you can totally use this for any type of real estate. Off the top of my head, I can't think of ones, specifically in second home communities, but I know that there are for sure. Yep, for sure. And Nyla, after the 4 months to $199 a month, I got it. Is there any other costs like pay-per-click or marketing budget? So what we provide with the $199 a month subscription is, depending on the plan you choose, you get the website system, and you can launch the websites that are included in that system, buyers, sellers, whatever you're going to do. It includes a weekly coaching calls, includes our premium support, phone call support, onboarding specialist. You can get a quarterly call with our strategy specialist. Includes all the features for the content creation, the content automation. It includes all that stuff. Okay, that's what the $199 a month is for. Compare that against building a custom site. It's just a bargain. Includes insanely fast hosting, all that. Okay. So now for marketing, if you're going to do Google pay-per-click or Facebook ads, that is outside of the platform subscription. So you can go and launch Facebook ads or Google ads or hire someone to do that. We have amazing services that we can refer to you to, but any of the money you would actually pay to Google or Facebook is outside of that subscription. Yep. And there's services out there that are $800, $900, $1,000, $2,000 a month that you're gonna pay in the agent space or investor space. Our service is $200 a month, and then that way you can go out there and choose where do you want to invest the money instead of paying us $1,000 or $2,000 a month, all wrapped in there. You pay us only $200 for all the services and all of the software tools and the training, and then you can pick and choose where you want to spend money for paid marketing. Really good question. Yeah, for sure. What those ClickFunnels website do to get organic leads? So ClickFunnels is a great system. Like I said, I like ClickFunnels. I'm in Russell's mastermind. I've been in it for years. I'm friends with Russell. Great system. The big difference between ClickFunnels and tools like that, guys, is ClickFunnels is mainly created really to be an e-commerce tool to sell things on the internet. So if you're actually like taking a credit card in the internet, selling an ebook, selling a coaching program, selling supplements, selling things like that. That's what ClickFunnels is amazing for. If you have funnels that are going to have one-click upsells and driving people to listen to that, that is what it's perfect for. ClickFunnels is not good for ranking in Google. It's not good for a content tool to really build trust and credibility in your market. It's not good for your authority hub. It's not good for page speed. It loads insanely slow, which is going to hurt your SEO and hurt your conversion. Okay, it's not good for those things. So you don't want to use a screwdriver instead of a hammer to hammer a nail. You want to use a hammer to hammer a nail, right? You want to use a screwdriver to screw a screw in. You don't want to use ClickFunnels to grow content and authority online. You want to use ClickFunnels to sell products online. Good question. Awesome, guys. So I'm going to wrap this up. We're over time by a good bit, but I appreciate you guys hanging on. I always have a lot of fun on these. So guys, I'm going to wrap it with this. If there's no other questions coming through, go to carrot.com/plant if you are not yet a Carrot customer and you want to join, or go to carrot.com/grow if you are a customer already and you want to upgrade. If you're already a customer and you go through that grow link, we're going to pause your billing for 4 months. Okay. We're going to renew your billing after the 4 months of the advanced marketer plan rate. We're going to give you all of the bonuses, the thousands of dollars in bonuses. We're going to unlock those for you. If you're already a Carrot customer, it's a no-brainer because you're already going to be paying the monthly payments. We're just going to pause those monthly payments for you. You're going to accelerate your payments. You're going to pay a couple $100 extra, and you're going to unlock all these bonuses. Okay. If you're not a Carrot customer yet and you see the vision, you see how you can build your authority hub, you see how you can step out and save the lost deals you're currently losing. Okay. And so I hesitate to say this, but Carrot should be free for you, right? Like Carrot should be free. When you launch the thing, you should win back far more deals you're currently losing than you're ever going to pay us. Carter Steph won back $20,000 a month in deals that he was losing because his $10,000 custom site wasn't performing. So Carrot is free for him. Okay. It's far more than free. He's earning like a 20 or 30x return each year on it. Okay. So you do pay us a monthly payment so we can stay in business, right? So we can hire more people to serve you guys, to make our product better, to build our support team and our customer success team and build our services team. So we have to bring money in so we can do that. And frankly, I'm a capitalist as well. So I want to build an amazing business and share what I'm learning with you guys too. But I only win when you guys win. Okay. So at the end of the day, I want Carrot to be free for you by saving you so many leads and deals that you're currently losing right now from underperformance, that everything that you get on top of that, from new traffic, from new methods that we help you on the content marketing side, is all icing on the cake. Okay, guys, carrot.com/plant. One saved deal or one new deal is going to pay for your subscription for 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 years, depending on your average profit per deal. And then from there, it's icing on the cake. It will take work. Not going to say it won't, guys. Not going to say it won't. It takes work. But once again, you choose your hard work. You choose hard work the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 months and build that evergreen momentum and get freedom on the backside of that. Or you choose hard work over the next 15 years and wonder in a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, man, why can I never get off this hamster wheel? I want you to look back in 12 months and 24 months and say, that day that I hopped on that training call with Trevor was a pivotal moment in my business, just like it has been for thousands of our other clients, where you've made the mental mindset shift to say, no longer am I going to base my business off a type of marketing that's going to drive me into the ground. No longer am I going to base my business off of marketing that actually attracts people who don't even want to work with me, that yell at me, that ask me how they got my information. No longer am I going to put up with a business that's built off of marketing that can hardly ever in the real world get you to freedom unless you build a big team or you switch towards what we do here at Carrot with Evergreen Marketing. Build your authority hub, move off of an underperforming website, help us take care of all that part of it. You focus on being an investor, focus on being an agent, use our tools to make it easier for you to get content online, to rank it well in Google, challenge us to help us make it better for you. And we want to invest in your business with you along the way. Go to carrot.com/plant. If you are not a member yet and you want to join to get these bonuses, going to keep them active until Sunday at midnight. If you're already a Carrot customer and you want to grab these bonuses, carrot.com/grow. I'm going to pause your billing for 4 months, upgrade you to the advanced marketer plan, give you the bonuses. After the 4 months, the billing will renew at the normal advanced marketer plan rate at $199 a month. You can always downgrade anytime or cancel anytime, but we hope that you're here for years. All right, guys, have an amazing, amazing day. I'm going to finish the rest of this water, Jake. Jake, I need to fill up this water again, man. I'm going to finish the water. And I appreciate you guys for hanging on. Thank you all. Have an amazing rest of the week. I'm so pumped and humbled to be able to work with so many of you guys to change the way that you do real estate, change the way that you do business so you can change your communities. All right, guys, carrot.com/plant or carrot.com/grow.